Well, hello and howdy, y'all. Sorry it's been a while, but I don't know if anybody even remembers to come and see us anymore.
They probably don't remember who we are.
Probably not.
Anybody else get any snow today?
I don't think there's nobody coming in.
I got to see our first snowfall this morning about 5 o'clock.
Well, hello, sis.
Hey sis, how are you? What have you been into? I had to get me.
Mama said go eat. I'm about to get out.
Oh.
Yeah, you need to turn that off.
Well, I was going to put it on there so I could see comments.
Well,
later.
hello, Cha-Cha.
Hello, Cha-Cha. How are you, girl? Yeah, she got snow. Hey, sis.
We didn't get very much, thank God.
It started out as ice here this morning. Like I said, it's about 5 o'clock. Well, thank you.
Lord have mercy, there's a stranger.
We've missed y'all.
Mr. Josh Skinner.
Well, hey, Josh.
I
He
got
ain't
it
over
right.
here.
Yeah, it shows up
Finally.
over here first. You want me to switch them?
Yep. Cha-Cha, we missed all of y'all. It's just been a road. Oh, no, you ain't got to switch them. I'm pulling it up on my phone.
It ain't no problem. See? That's all I had to do.
Alrighty. So, Josh, what you been into?
You see what he said?
Yeah, there's my girl.
Mm.
Say, there's my man. We had quite a big snow for about, well, it snowed big flakes here for, I don't know, probably about 2 hours. And sleeted, and then it started raining, so it was pretty much gone in a little while. But I was just complaining to Glenn yesterday that we hadn't got no snow at all. You rescued a horse. Well, that's good. Thank you, Cha-Cha, for the thumbs up.
You better watch that.
Crap.
You better watch that. I rescued a jackass one time. And it's still here.
I still holler at him, don't I?
Yeah, you still holler all the time.
That one that's across the road that screams every time we're out there and it screams, I gotta answer him back.
Yeah, she screamed in my ear the other day.
Yeah, and he had a headache.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Yeah, turn the volume down.
I am. Just give me a
Been some
second.
you got how to do this.
It just now come up. Yeah, pretty much.
Don't feel bad. I didn't know if I was going to get it set up.
Let's see. Up. I can't breathe. It ain't up here yet. Up to and cows, 2 dogs, a mini donkey. Oh, get more pigs and chickens this year. You'll love it.
I've been talking about trying to get rid of some.
But for 3 weeks, we kept hearing this scream. I mean, this horrible scream, and I thought somebody was in trouble. Could not figure out where or who or anything. And I was at the milk room one day, and then I heard it, and then I heard it breathe in, and I told Glenn, I said, that's a donkey. Glenn said, there ain't no way it can be a donkey. I said, yes, it is, because I heard it breathe in. And he went over there a day or two after that, and he said, it ain't a donkey.
It ain't a little burl.
I said, well, same thing, but that thing,
No, it ain't about your tongue.
it screams just like a girl. Simply Jan. She says, hoo-hoo,
Well,
you're
howdy.
back. I hope we're back for a good time. I've been having to get, he said, what are y'all getting rid of, Glenn? I gotta get my darn glasses in here. Oh, he said he almost had a dozen goats, but he wasn't fast enough.
I hear you.
You would, Jason.
Why, howdy, buddy.
Glenn.
Scared of puppies. Can y'all believe that? Man is
Jason,
scared of puppies.
have you got the link?
No. Put your link in there to that video, buddy.
Well, I meant for them to come up.
Oh, no.
Uh-huh.
I told you, it's been a while.
But these goats, I want you to know, we went and moved them. We've been letting them just out with the babies and everything down there. And Glenn had went down there, and we'd let them out early that morning, and then we went back a little later, and Glenn had been down there, and I'd been up here feeding other stuff. And I went down there, and whenever Noodle and them see me, Noodle come just barreling out through there. You know, the baby goats we bottle fed, Noodle and Tiny Tim, and they come out through there just screaming.
I hope I did that right.
Well, hello, New Horizons. How are you?
Evidently, I still remembered.
They're in freezing Indiana.
Oh, no.
Yep.
I'd have stayed in Florida another week or two.
Oh, Terry's in here. Hello, Terry.
Oh, howdy.
Hey, Josh. I just seen him.
Jason,
can anybody
let me
hear
see
us?
your picture for a moment.
I can't hear you, Josh. Is your mic on? Well, it's showing it to be.
How's that?
Oh, that's better.
I hadn't said nothing yet.
Glenn's blowing my mind.
Well, I meant we got it.
Uh-huh.
I got to do something here.
Cha-cha, these are good ones.
That and got.
Josh, we'll be talking to you in a minute.
Yeah, I got to get rid of this extra.
Yeah, he's trying to get it going.
Yeah, I got to figure out how to get it over here.
Terry, how are you and Darren doing?
Hi, Denise.
He said give him a minute, his camera ain't working. What kind of horse did you rescue, Josh?
An app.
An app?
Yeah, here, I'll show you.
Them are pretty.
I don't know.
Are you sure?
No,
Hello, Beverly, and welcome.
but we'll give that a try and see if that helps.
Hi, Cha-Cha.
Oh, I got in my eyeball. But yeah, I've been having a lot of injections, and they've been messing with me a lot. And oh, how pretty! I can see it better over here. Is it a he or a she?
He's 23.
Oh, he's
Look at
pretty.
That's an old picture. He don't look at. Jason, I missed you, little buddy.
I miss you already.
Hey, from what I heard, he about turned into dog food.
Right?
Hey,
Talking about Jason scared of puppies, dude. I've never seen reactions from coyotes like that before.
years ago, before I put all this electric fence up around the farm, you could hear them coming in on the back side and come all the way down around the creek. But from the milk room, ain't that far down to the creek. And I'd be down there at night milking, and them things would get to howling. I'd be standing out there, and the hair standing up on the back of my neck, wondering, y'all gonna come on up here or what?
Well, see, it doesn't bother me when I hear them like off in the distance. You know, it got my attention when shortly after the first time I heard them, they were half the distance, and I knew they were coming to me. And then when one literally like made a noise like right here in front of me, and then one was behind me, that's when I was like, all right, I got to react to this. I've got to resolve this issue.
Well, see, the
I just,
creek, like I said, it's only about 300 feet from the milk room down at the creek.
I
but you know,
gotta
I
tell
was
you,
never scared. I was like, you know what? I've got to resolve it. So I just handled my business.
Yep.
Glenn was watching your premiere, and he said, "Why is Jason's face, or why has he got that blurry thing over his face?" I said, "He's still hiding from the coyotes."
Yeah, I think you put it up there when you walk by the vehicle to hide your tag, and you forgot to take it down.
Yeah, it's I've only used that blur image in the YouTube studio. Like that was the second time, and after I did it and I saw, okay, once I moved out of view, I was like, all right, it's gone. It's not there anymore. I didn't finish watching the video all the way through to realize I had walked back into where it was at. So I didn't cut the timer off. I should have given it an end time, but I didn't. So when I
Well, I
went
don't
back,
think
I
I'm
called
not
it.
doing that.
Well, I called it today, like right when I was setting up the premiere. I happened to notice, like, wait a minute. I went through and I was watching a little bit at the end, and I'm like, this ain't right. It was when I was setting up the end credit highlights, like what's coming up next. I'm like, what
Yeah.
is the blur over my face? When I went back into YouTube Studio, that element wasn't there to be able to like edit the actual element. So I was like, it took forever after I added a blur in for it to actually. It took like over 24 hours for it to finish processing that blur.
Oh my
And I'm like, you
god!
know what? I'll just deal with it. People can make fun of me for being a noob when it comes to the blur box. That's fine.
I thought it was funny. It was awesome.
Yeah, in live chat, I was actually talking about wait for it, because I gave my heads up like, hey, you're about to see my poor blur box editing skills.
You're supposed to ride across it, blooper.
It was great. It was great. I want
Yep.
to show something to you all after you're done. After Jason's telling a story.
Just one last comment. I could always go back into YouTube Studio and edit text to show up in that box and put something funny in that box.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, still hiding from the coyotes.
Bearded Eagle was making comments about being in the witness protection program.
Yep.
Who that guy is? Who is that guy?
Mm-hmm.
So, do you want to see my new stickers? I have another one coming tomorrow, but this is what I have so far.
Big fire.
I'm trying to remember how.
Oh God, bigify me. Oh jeez.
There we go. I did it.
I cut my phone off.
I hear you.
Those are pretty.
That's
Okay.
one. Here's another one. Oh, hold on.
I like
I
that
can
one
never-
too.
Okay. Then I have the original.
I got that.
Ah,
And then I have the newest one.
Oh, I like that.
And then I have one more coming tomorrow. That's the flower cutout, die cut.
Did you ever get mine, Des?
Nope. I would love to have one.
Crappy to me like that.
I'm not. I said I would love to have one.
Yeah.
Well, go steal one of Jan's. You got two of them out of me.
Jan, send me what it is.
Yeah, I got fussed at for putting my doctor's appointment under Josh's card. Uh-huh.
mm-hmm. Yes, he'd been in here for a week complaining because she couldn't remember what she'd done with her appointment card. And then
I
all of a
said,
sudden she said, look on the refrigerator and adjust the sticker and see if I didn't put my appointment card there. I said, yeah, you had to think about your boyfriend in order to remember where you put the card, huh?
Josh, which one do you want?
I got you the one, Des. I got
you
a mail call. Got your original.
Oh,
I've got that one.
Christmas. You got the Christmas card. Okay.
Yeah, I done a mail call video on it.
I just don't remember putting a sticker in. I didn't think I had stickers then.
Yeah.
Okay.
And listen, Susan's got a funny story.
Cool.
Mm.
Susan said Jim was flushing out the black tank on the RV, the toilet tank.
Uh-huh.
Well, he overfilled it. Water shot out of the toilet and went everywhere. Thank goodness I wasn't sitting on the toilet then. He'd be saying, woohoo, bidet!
I don't know.
High pressure bidet.
According to what kind of hose he had hooked to the tank,
Her hair would have went whoosh.
it might have been pointed to the ceiling.
As long as there wasn't no leftover Snickers bars.
But you know, most of them's got that fan right up overhead. She might have been there with her head stuck through.
Yeah, I have one more coming, Jan. It's a cutout of the flower with a white border around it. So I'll definitely send you that too.
I think he froze.
I think he did too.
I'm not froze. She was
He's
just
not
talking
frozen.
about toilet Snicker bars.
In that case, you better hope they do look like Snicker bars,
Better hope they taste
not melted
like
chocolate.
it. Have them something else.
Now, did y'all see I posted another video tonight as well?
Yes, I watched it.
You got yours done too.
Uh-huh.
Yep. From the same person that Des
Yep.
did. So for those in what Bigify me, it's probably good enough. But I've got my stickers as well. And in the video on my channel, I've got links to, I've got the information on where to email me if you want one of these.
Yeah, you already know. I am not even going to email you because you already
Yeah,
know.
Y'all can go ahead and tell them where you got them. I don't care.
Yeah,
From-
well,
Yeah, Devil Dog's keeper, Devil Dog's wife, Jamie, she made them.
Really good prices too.
Yep. And I put a link in my video so you could go to her channel and get her information to get some made if you have a channel and want some made.
those turned out good.
Yep.
You're welcome, Jan. There's
Those
your
are
thumbnail for the
funny.
Coyotes, Jason. Yeah, Josh, she does not have the sticker if you hear me.
Oh no, Cha-Cha's recovering from knee surgery.
Oh, no.
Gosh. Don't overdo it, Cha-Cha, unless it's doctor's orders.
Mhm.
Susan said
Yeah, I
that
went-
would have been a heck of a butt washing, LOL.
Where
I
am
went and
I'm
said that
missing
together.
some of these comments, aren't I? Where am I missing these comments about?
And
Yeah.
Josh probably doesn't. Josh doesn't hear y'all right now. He's on a phone call. He put it in private.
Okay, well,
Mm.
I thought maybe he could hear it even though we're muted.
Look at Simply Jan. She got a picture of a toilet. You didn't do the one of me the other day with the goats, did you? You ain't put it out yet, have you?
Probably not. I ain't putting nothing out, and I don't know when.
Shame on you.
I just want to check with you all, April and Glenn. Did you ever get my Christmas card back then?
Yes, we
Yes.
did.
I thought I
good.
told you I got it.
Yeah. It's okay. She's allowed to forget because we didn't make a video about them.
Yeah. Now, we didn't make no video about it, but I'm
I
pretty
haven't-
sure I told you on one of the lives, but
I don't remember. I haven't seen you guys in forever.
well, I'm pretty sure I told you before Christmas that we got it.
Yeah.
I don't remember. If you did, I apologize. Old age, you know. My mind
I
starts wandering.
understand. I understand.
We just been going through a whole lot of stuff besides the doctor stuff, and it's just being really hard on us. So
Yeah, I had a feeling you were going through a lot. I've been worried about y'all.
I've been so sad.
I'm just shocked though. I'm just shocked. 2 nights in a row, I had Papa Rock in my chat up on the screen, so it was so good to see him.
No
and then,
doubt.
and then I saw you guys in my chat, and I saw Shaky up on my chat with no beard and a mustache. He looked like he lost a lot of weight. He looked amazing. Yeah. And then Jackie messaged me, and said that she passed her EMT course. I'm like, family reunion. And then,
yeah.
and then I see Terry in here. And Susan I see all the time. Susan comes and hangs out with me a lot. So it's good to see family. And I've been seeing Stevie off and on lately. So It's always nice to see some of the gang still around. And of course, DJ and Jason were always around each other, so. You know it's true. You know it's true, Dimples. Hey, Lila.
Hey, Lila, how are you?
Me and DJ have been giving each other a bunch of crap lately. It's turned into a camaraderie.
It's fun though. It's like a big family.
Is.
Our little Lazy Acre family got a little bigger with the other part of the group, so it's really cool.
Hey,
Jason.
Hey, Lila.
I got a question.
It's thundering. I can hear it over my headphones.
Look at him. Like I
don't know if I want to answer this.
Whenever you left, did you say, Coach, I miss you already?
I say that all the time. Matter of fact, it's become such a thing that most of the time I don't even get a chance to say it because everybody's trying to beat me to saying it now.
Or we're trying to get, we miss you more before he leaves the screen.
It's like Devil Dog. Devil Dog was like, Jason, I miss you already.
I told Glenn, I said, I bet Jason's laying in the bed at night thinking about the code. He said, I miss you already.
Well, if he says anything, when I talked to the Rangers, they were like, we're coming to get you. It wasn't like, well, just, hold off. Are you going to stay there? It was like, we're on the way once we finish this call.
Yeah, so he spent the time in the bathroom.
Yeah, and when I told him what was going on, like in the video, I was talking about, when I told the guy, this is what happened. And when I told him about the one in front and one behind me, he was like, that's no bueno. Because if you didn't react the way you did as fast as you did, there's no telling what would have happened next.
Yeah, but we all know why he had to go to the bathroom after that.
But, the good thing is, I was taken care of when it comes to the bathroom duties. It's just like, hey, it's going to be like at least 30 minutes before they can leave. I might as well just go in and drop trout. Here we go.
Well, you're scared. I was going to say you're scared poopaless, so you're in the perfect spot.
Oh, my God. Homer, how are you, buddy?
Well,
holy cow.
And
hey, Homer.
I'm in age.
Well, he ain't heard of us in age either. So.
I haven't heard from him either, so it's been an eon and then some.
He actually done a thing on homemade dog food that I need to watch.
Oh. I ain't even hardly been watching any YouTube. I just went to the doctor and he was telling me about.
He said he had meanness.
Yeah.
He had meanness?
He was concerned that my hip was going to have to have a new one.
Meanness is not the word that I heard. But it rhymes with meanness.
Don't look at me. You're the one said it.
Yeah, about you.
Yeah, but they didn't hear meanness.
Yeah, I hope he's got one of those.
Meanness, but not meanness.
It starts with the letter P.
Uh-huh. And it ain't purty.
Why ain't it purty?
That's what everybody tells you. It ain't purty.
I need to start taking...
well, it's always wonderful to see you, honey. Have a good night, girl.
Good night, Lila.
Good night,
Thank
Lila.
you for stopping in, sweetheart.
Yes.
I'm going to start taking pictures of Glenn sitting over here. Y'all wouldn't believe the different positions he puts his beard in and stuff he does. He was looking like an upside-down unicorn the other night.
Well, the other night when he was on, I think Dez's live, when y'all jumped up for a little bit, I swear at one point in time his beard was like the Wolverine hair thing. It was like this.
It is, right there.
It was kind of like that, just a little bit more like all out.
What do y'all think he'd do if we cut it off?
Pow to the moon.
You're gonna have to fight for it, I'll tell you that.
Homer, he said he's been seeing your baby goat videos.
I hear you. Them baby goats are starting to get pass her on.
They are something else, especially little Tim. Glenn went down through the pasture the other day on the tractor, and here he comes. Ah! Ah! And Glenn sped up, and here he started running faster and screaming louder. He rode with him up on the tractor for a long time one day.
I can't stop. He'll climb up on the tractor and stand there between my legs and try to jump up on me and bite my beard and my neck. If he just stand up there with me, it'd be all right. But he gets.
You see that? Terry said Glenn wouldn't look the same. You need to go back and look at his pictures where I shaved his hair and his beard.
You need to see that one. It did not look like him until you heard his voice. That's like Shaky. It didn't look like him either until you hear his voice.
I bet not. Simply Jan said it's that poor attitude Glenn.
I ain't got an attitude. She does.
She said I seen it. Well, you know, he don't look the same.
Who was it? There's a wizard? There's a wizard in Harry Potter. I think his beard does this. Like when you split your beard like that,
Yeah.
it does the same thing. So I was like, that's what my head went to, or it went to like Lord of the Rings, one of the elves or whatever. What are they? Is it the elves? No, not the elves.
Well,
What
hello,
is
all
it?
things Bakers and Marine and Army Mom.
Hey, Mommy and Mommy Mom.
I mean, to be honest, whenever I see Glenn, I actually think about the preacher from The Princess Bride. Marriage.
Oh, I totally forgot about him because I only watched that once.
I hadn't
Hi,
seen
all
him.
things Hi Acre. All things High Acre. Hi, all things Acres.
Boy, I must be having fun tonight, High Acres.
Well, sorry, hi all, and I was like trying to say acres, and I went with the rest with the comment. Whew.
I'm thinking about letting Glenn cut my hair off up to my shoulders.
You know how much weight you're gonna feel relieved too. You're not gonna. It's gonna be like, oh my gosh, I just lost like 50 pounds off my hair. Your neck won't hurt as much or anything.
Exactly. I won't miss it taking a shower either.
Yeah.
All right, so I gotta take it back.
I'm sorry.
I just looked the preacher up. He doesn't have the middle part. He's just got like a mutton chop thing going on. So I take it back. But like this part right here, and then the white part here, marriage.
Yeah.
Hey, Marines and Army Mom.
We need to name him Papa Smurf.
I thought one time about letting somebody braid me 2 sections right here, just right before I cut the rest of it off. Just have 2 braids hanging down.
Who do you think you are, a biker dude?
Well, hello, Danny. How are y'all?
Hey, Danny. So awesome to see you. How's Gray?
I bet he's excited that NASCAR's starting back up.
Oh, he has been. I've been seeing a lot more videos.
Yeah, Danny made a comment.
What did I say?
I feel so bad. I'm waiting for like the Danny and Gray
videos.
Danny made a comment on my video I dropped today about now that's a place I actually know where you're at.
Glenn was talking about the cabin. He said the cabin was really pretty.
I like the cabin, but I get up 4 times a night and I have to go to the bathroom. There's no bathroom in that cabin. So I am not walking at night to the bathroom. Well, actually, I'm going to be able to walk, wheelchair.
So the place that's closer to me, Raven Rock, where the coyote incident happened, but the coyotes aren't at the other campground. Where their cabin's at, the handicap accessible cabin is literally like right there at the bathhouse, and like it's all lit up. So yeah, that one probably would be a little bit more of a doable. But you just have to, if you're ever interested, check your area, check the state parks around there and other campgrounds, and
our state park doesn't have our state park up here doesn't have one. Unfortunately, they don't even allow overnight camping. They
Daisy,
stopped
are
it.
you clicking a pen?
I'm sorry?
Are you clicking a pen?
Well, if I have to be at a cabin overnight, there better be a bathroom. I have to bring a 5-gallon bucket and a toilet seat, but that's a little too low for me. So,
It's not me. I'm not
Now,
doing
it
it.
does.
No,
Huh?
he's
It sounds
talking
like
about
somebody
a
clicking
pen.
a pen.
Oh, a
Susan
pan.
said,
Pen,
yeah,
and like an ink
pen.
pen.
A writing utensil.
Somebody's clicking something.
Yeah, she said, stop the clicking. You're driving me.
I can't even hear it, which is weird. I don't hear it.
Yeah, because you're probably doing it right by the microphone.
No, it's
Dennis
over
is
here.
very
Yeah, I'll put my microphone up here.
Where?
Now we can hear you.
Exactly.
Oh,
I did hear
Wait,
you.
did you say Glenn is going to cut your hair?
that's what I'm thinking about doing.
Yeah, get us up there to 2,000 subscribers and I'll whack her off.
I'm gonna have to let him leave me a
Hurry
little
back,
bit
Jan.
longer so I can fix the errors in his ways.
So my wife's hair is actually longer than April's, and she's been telling me lately. She's like, "Will you cut my hair?" And I'm like, "Yeah, but it ain't gonna look pretty."
How
Well,
long
I
is
never
her
thought
back?
I'd do
I'll do this
that.
April,
one, but
where's
I'll
your
tie it off right here, and I'll just cut it right there.
April? Where's yours at? How far down?
It's past my waist. It's
And how
not
far
past.
is hers?
Mine's about. It's not quite halfway down my butt, so it's just a little past my waist.
And what about you, Jason? Where's hers? Past the
Yeah,
butt?
it's down the butt.
Mine used to be that long. Now I'm
It's
growing it
probably
back out again.
similar. It's probably similar to April's.
Hmm. Yeah, you go to cut it off, it's going to feel so much better. I know, like when I cut mine up to here, it felt so much better. Now it's getting back halfway to where it was before.
Danny, what do you mean that's a strong mic? Who you talking about?
This,
Yes.
you can hear
Oh.
this.
Yeah, where it was
Okay,
clicking.
yeah, alrighty.
Oh,
I
it's
just seen
like
the comment down there, and I just, I'm getting old, y'all.
it's just
I
like
need
whenever we're doing the fence line, and there's a
Uh-huh.
short, and you can hear the clicking in
Yes,
the
I
video.
know, April. I heard the clicking.
I need to get my hair cut. Mine's getting too long. It's driving me nuts.
You
I'm
need
like,
to go.
a haircut?
You need to go on YouTube and
Okay,
look
got
up
it.
cuts, and you can cut your wife's hair good.
Gotcha.
That's all.
Uh,
He's got some peach fuzz going.
Jason's needs a haircut.
He's got his peach fuzz going.
Yeah, but I done this. I told him, I said, look,
Yeah.
mine don't like much reaching down to my shoulders.
Uh-huh.
There's
You
a
don't
and
reaching down to your belly button either, does it?
Yeah, migraine.
so Des, I know who you know. I know you know who I'm talking about. But Chris W Outdoors, he's over in the UK. He was showing me this. It's called a skull shaver. And
Yeah, I saw
looks
that.
kinda like and I mean, like the little blades like you would have on your Norelco to do like here, the little circular blades. But the one he has have like, I don't know, it was like 10 of those things on it.
Mhm.
And it was shaped kind of like a flower.
It
And it's
reminded
got,
me. It reminded me also of like the flashlights with the little lights in it. You know what I'm talking about? That's
Yep.
what that reminded me of. Yeah.
yeah. And instead of it being like on a long handle, it's kind of like the handle's on top
Yeah.
here. So you can hold it like this and just shave like that. And I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah. So he literally, I emailed him and he sent me a link to the one like he got. He was like, he's like, dude, I just picked one of the cheapest ones on Amazon and gave it a shot. It worked out great. So
That's cool.
I keep preparing my wife that pretty soon I'm just going to start shaving it all off because this is it's starting to look bad. I don't like that. So I'm about to go full shiny.
Hey, I've done that before.
Yeah.
I've actually, the 500 subscriber video, she shaved my head that night.
Well, a lot of times I keep my hair. This is actually longer hair for me. I've always kept it short, even with a girl on the top, more than this. But yeah, it's about. I'm going to end up getting one of those. I'm going to go to the, go to my one of the barber shops or whatever, and just say I want you to shave it as close as you can. And then that way I can use that other thing without having to worry about it. Because you got to have really short hair for those things to work.
Yeah.
And then I'll literally probably just wake up every day, or while I'm sitting
Hi,
here,
Dawn.
I've got a morning call like every day at 7:45. So what I'll probably do is while I'm on that call, I'll probably sit there and just run it over my head a few times.
There
Hey,
you
Don.
go. You can always hot wax it. I would not want to hot wax my head.
I'm not hot waxing a dang thing on me, period.
Hey, that would make a good video.
Y'all don't come at me with no hot wax or any of that black mask bull crap.
Or facial mask crap. Hey,
Wanda.
Rhonda.
Yeah, y'all bring that stuff. I'm gonna go grab my coyotes and they're gonna go to town on you.
I ain't scared of them.
Hey, we got them here. You wouldn't believe
Have a
it.
good night, Terry. Love you, girl.
I would.
Good night,
In our
Terry.
neighborhood, we've got them. We've got them around here.
Tell Darren we said hey and we love you guys.
Night, Terry.
See, you got one advantage over Glenn. Whenever Glenn shaves his head and where he ain't getting no sun, he looks like a Q-tip. Because it's white. It takes him a while, which you don't never go without a hat.
Yeah, I've gotten more used to wearing hats now. Because I mean, when I'm on a live, that's distracting. The light from up top, it's distracting. So I always wear a hat when I get on a live. So I'm getting more used to wearing them more often. So now I've just gotten to a point where I walk around with a hat on all the time.
Well, honestly, women don't pay as much attention to you not having no hair on your head as what y'all think we do.
Well, I started to say now on my grandfather's side, that
My
whole
wife.
family was about bald-headed in their 20s. But on my grandfather's side, all of us had full heads of hair.
All right, can y'all hear me?
Yes.
I'm lowering my voice on purpose. I don't care what she says. It does matter to my wife. Because we do the same thing with my beard. There was a point in time, like when the pandemic first started, I was shaving this completely clean because I was working on conditioning my skin. And she was like, no, it's fine. No, it's fine. Then she'd be like, you think you're going to grow it back? And then like I grew it back, and it was very evident that she liked it better with it back. And I'm like, crap. Now when I go to shave my head, I'm going to have problems there too. I know it. I know
Well,
it.
now,
She's asked me to hold off on doing it for a while before. And I'm like, yeah, so it matters to my wife.
I know what we can do. Next time we kill a cow, we can send him the hide.
Send me some goat hair.
Yeah.
I want
That's
some
pretty
baby goat
fuzzy.
hair.
What colors you want?
All them. I want all them goat hairs. I'm going to put it on my head like a patch of grass. Do it like a box. Y'all give me some hairs like about that long, and I'll get some of that bedhead spray, so it's like all stiff and stuff. I'll do me like a mohawk, all kinds of crap. So here's the fun fact: when I had hair, like when I was 30 years old and I still had hair, I literally was rocking like a mohawk that I gotten up like that tall. This was only like 14 years ago. I got a picture of me and my son when I was first starting to grow my mohawk out. And that picture was only, I'm having problems here. It was only maybe that high off my head, but he had enough hair I was able to kind of like form it into a mohawk, and there's a picture of like him and me like this. And
Thank you, Rhonda, for dropping in. And
he was like 2 months old.
Don't work too hard. And hey,
Good night,
Brenda.
Brenda.
Hey, Brenda. We miss
Hey,
you too.
Brenda.
And yes, Rhonda, you have a good night and God bless you.
So Susan, does that mean for me just to put like a full bunny on my head?
But now
You said
see,
send Jason a bunny.
but
I
see,
ain't got one of them.
she won't admit up to it, but it matters to her too.
So not Brenda, Susan, she's trying to turn me into the rabbit version of the pigeon lady from Home Alone 2. You remember the pigeon lady from Home Alone 2?
Oh, yeah.
She had the pigeons?
Yeah.
Yeah, Susan's going to have me walking around with like rabbits all over the dang place.
Well, now we can send you plenty of chicken poo.
Why
I
you
think
want me to put
better.
rabbit poop on my head? I mean, chicken
you
poop on my
Well,
head.
they should make stuff grow.
See, they say lack of hire means non-fertile soil.
Hey, so just FYI, wherever y'all been, you can go back there now. I'm kidding. I love you.
I love
It's
you
her.
too.
It's her.
Just think if I pick on you, you know I love you. And I pick on all y'all.
Hey, everybody, I need to leave. I got a 2 hour drive I need to make.
Tonight?
He's gonna come kick your butt.
Why is he coming to kick my butt? I ain't the
April,
one hitting on him. It's
April
you.
figured it out. April figured it out. She knows what I'm talking about. They're only like
Well,
2.5 hours away from me.
I'm too tired to stop you from kicking her butt tonight, so you know.
He's gonna kick
No, I wouldn't
yours.
kick nobody's butt. I'd come and steal any fudge that you have in the house, though. Woman, where's my fudge?
I just got 2 more
And then I would
subscribers.
I would do a video of me eating fudge from April's house. Then I would post it, and I would at Josh all over it and be like, "Ha ha, fool! I got some fudge."
The bad part, she ain't done none of that stuff in 3 months now.
You don't have to. She's got the one video. She's famous now. She's already got like what, almost 5,500 subs.
No, I don't. Well, I do
Yeah, you
too.
do. Yeah, you do. You got 5,500
I just got
subscribers for that.
200. I just got 273 subs. I
It's
just picked up
just
3 today.
well, you're doing good, Des.
Oh please, you in 1 week, hours and subs. Don't even go there. I'm going. And you started after me. Oh, you're doing pretty good. And all of a sudden she's like, "Woo!" She flew. She hit the moon. She rocketed from the moon all the way down to the last planet and hit Pluto because it's not a planet, but you made it all the way out there.
Hey, I started that other live channel, and you went past it, and I started it before you did yours.
See,
Yeah, but you
It's
haven't been
only made it
around,
to
so if you
100.
come back around, you'll be up there again.
and
You'll be right there with me.
Glenn said, I can't believe all those big channels that was in
Yeah.
on Daisy's live. I didn't see them, but I know Tom and Rhonda was there.
God, I
Yeah,
can't remember.
Tom made my intro. You guys are on my intro. Did you see
Yeah,
my intro?
I didn't. I'd had shots in my back, and I was
You
having
want to see it real quick?
If you want to, because I was
All
getting ready to say while she was doing that, you
all
was playing it
things
the other day.
acres.
When you was playing it the other day, she started talking again. She don't never listen.
Listen,
I know.
look.
Thank you, all time acres, or the
All things acres.
all things.
I'm gonna present my page. Let's see here. Oh, let me go over there
That's
first.
so
Okay.
cute. I love that
All right,
little
when you get it
dude.
ready, let me know and I'll bigify it.
Yep. When I'm getting my window. Ooh, hold on. I want to remove that. Oh God, no, not me. All right. Put me back. Is that the right one? No, that's you. That's me.
I
All right.
even said it wrong. It's all the things acres.
Uh-huh.
I did.
And I'm redoing this is going to be the new one, but right now it's showing blurry because I reorganized everybody. So this is the old look of the screen.
Where do you full screen?
And
Oh, I
Des,
love
Mm-hmm.
and Des, just so you know, we don't hear Tom's voice on that one, which is probably what you
I
wanted.
know, but I wanted to show the picture and everything. So it's got I've got an intro and everything and some music with it.
Yep.
those
Yes,
are
cool.
good pictures.
But it automatically puts the music with it. So whenever I turn it up.
Yeah, Papa's on there too.
Okay.
Yeah, Papa's on there. I have on the new version. I have Jason and Tom and Rhonda, right? Jason, Danielle, Tom and Rhonda, and you. Because with Jason, that's how I met you guys. And then you got me into doing all my videos. So I have like all of us, everybody surrounded by me, touching me. But you guys are the ones that started me off. So between them and you, that's how I got my lives, and that's how I met everybody else. So.
Well,
Yeah.
that was a good thought process and a good follow through on the picture.
Yep.
Yeah, so the new one is better because it shows that. But when DJ and I were doing the second version, because we did the first one together, it came out blurry. So I was kind of bummed in that regard. So.
Brenda, you better watch telling him that. He'll be out there with his head, a mint candy stuck on his head, rubbing it in the rosemary pack.
Having mint stuck all over it with rosemary sticking out.
I don't know, mint and rosemary. Are we gonna have to bake him or roast him?
Oh, we forgot the chicken poo sticking in the middle too. Jan said he was on the way for chicken poo.
So, real quick question, Glenn. I got some questions for you. What's the best way for me to message you?
That's a good question.
Probably through April, I would think.
Probably.
You don't ever reply to my Facebook messages anyway.
Jason, I'm sorry. Where I've been having them injections, I've been watching Tubi, and Tubi don't take me out or show up stuff. So I just cut it off and cut it back on and go right back into Tubi. So I'm sorry.
It's okay.
What about the text messaging on your phone?
How about what? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you, Des.
What about text messaging you through your phone?
Yeah.
Type in the email.
How about
you can put it in private chat?
We'll put it in private.
Well, I can send him your phone number and he can just text us, and it reads it to you.
I have your phone number, April. I can give it to him through private messenger.
That'd be fine. Just give him
well, you
either
can put it in
mine
there.
or Glenn's. Ready?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, red! Holy moly! It's red. Hi, Colby.
Well, hey, Red.
Oh my gosh.
Jason. I'm going to Facebook you in a second.
Red, please forgive me.
Jason, check her in the private chat.
All right. Perfect. Is that yours, Glenn?
It says Mr.
Yep, that's mine.
Okay.
It says Mrs., but her Mr. is it's definitely his.
You
I'm
can
Mrs.
mine too.
Yeah, we need to catch you. Who's this?
Word. Kobe's Place. Hello and welcome.
Howdy. We got people popped in here and I didn't even know it.
You know, I am so sorry. She's on the phone. She can hear me.
Jan's funny.
Jan is funny.
Jason, I can sell you Glenn's number for a couple $1,000. He got it for free.
But yeah, I'm got something in my mind that I may need to get you to help me with.
Not a problem.
So you quit playing with it.
Why does that bother you? See, I told you it does matter to her. Every fall when I start growing my hair and beard out, she starts, why don't you shave that off?
You ain't gonna save it all off. I don't
Well,
like Harry
sugar. About that.
That ain't even enough to tell nothing.
Let's get rid of it. Split in.
I'm gonna have to turn the camera off a little bit.
It'll start talking.
I'm gonna be listening, you guys. I gotta turn the camera off and get my daughter to come down, and she doesn't like to be on the on view. So.
Okie dokie. We understand.
Well, surprise, surprise.
Please don't be mad
Hey,
at
Fred.
me.
So good to see you, girl.
Oh my God, Red. I missed you so much.
I've missed you too. My heart has been breaking. I haven't had my lazy acres fix in a long time.
I
They
know, no
failed.
kidding.
The night I was supposed to call you back, Red, that's the reason I said, please forgive me. They talked till like 9:30 or almost 10. By the time we eat, I figured you was in the bed, and I forgot, honey.
Alright, well, I'm on my phone in case you didn't notice. My computer finally took a nosedive.
Oh no, it ain't been that long since you got it fixed.
I know.
What's wrong with it? What is it not
Jason,
doing? What is it doing? Say what? It's
It's
old. Is that what
old
you
and
said?
won't connect to Wi-Fi or anything. So I can't see anyone. If anyone says anything in chat, I can't see it.
okay. Jan said, dang, Glenn, you're messing up my income.
Who just popped up in there?
I don't know, Glenn. The
Look down
thing's
at the
up.
bottom.
Where's the mouse?
Over on my phone. And it's here.
Let me
Get
get another box in the house because the other computer I have has got to be hardwired because it literally takes up
Where's
everything.
that envelope that you got the other day?
Hello.
Hey, Kobe.
Hey, welcome.
Thank you.
Hey there.
Hello, Red.
Hello, Kobe.
Hello.
Envelope. What envelope? From way back when.
Love you and mean it, Jason.
Thanks, Kobe.
I don't know what envelope you're talking about.
Y'all bear with me a second here. I'm distracted at the
Oh,
moment.
Hello, Red. How are you?
I'll be over in that chair.
I'm doing okay. Well, I'm better now.
Good.
I was so stressed out earlier that I ended up coughing up blood.
Oh no.
Hey, Red, I saw that trailer that Travis got. That's awesome.
He paid a pretty penny for it too.
That's nice. I like it.
That's what he used for his income tax. Was that. So now he's getting ready to go to West Virginia and get his side by side.
Ooh. Fun.
Oh, Jason, have I got news for you?
What you got?
You know how we were talking about Matt's moped?
Yeah.
Okay, here in Virginia, you have to register your moped. You have to pay taxes on it. You have to have a license plate on it. Okay? The guy that he bought it from, which is in Virginia, was driving it without a license plate on it or it being registered. When they gave Matt the title wasn't clean. Matt had to go to the DMV, the main headquarters DMV, and have what they call a special agent actually go and talk to the guy.
Wow.
To try to get him to go to the DMV to register it, and plus, I guess he had to pay where he didn't pay taxes on it. Well, he said, okay. Yeah, a month later, after the guy started ignoring the special agent's phone calls and not answering his door when he came to knock on it. Now, this guy went from all the way near Washington, D.C., down to Lynchburg, Virginia, to talk to him, which is probably like a 4 or 5 hour drive. It took Matt a month to get a clean title back.
But he's finally got one now, right? He's able to put it on the road?
Yep,
Okay,
he's got the license plates for it. He's got a clean title. It's registered like it's supposed to. But the guy that's been ignoring the DMV officer is in a heap full of trouble.
Yeah, he can have fun when he goes to get license on anything else.
Hey,
Hi,
Brenda,
Brenda.
how you doing?
Hey, doing good.
It's so good to
Oh,
see you.
sorry I didn't see you down there. It started another line. And I ain't done this in so long I can't remember what I'm doing.
I missed you, Brenda. I haven't talked to you in what, about an hour?
Yeah, I was about to say, Brad, don't even try pulling it. We know you talk to Brenda all the time.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
we do. We do.
Yes.
It's our turn. I want to show y'all guys something. We got
Y'all
something
don't
in the
want to see
mail
this.
the other day, and it blowed my mind.
Take a screenshot. You know, growing season's getting ready to come around, so you might want to use it for scarecrows.
Could be a vibe.
I gotta
What you
remember
drinking,
how.
Jason?
Let's see if I can do this. Does he look any different?
Who's
Just a
that handsome
little
fella?
bit.
That's not me.
Wow,
That's man.
you clean up good.
Now we
That's before I
understand
could
how
grow
he
Wow.
tagged
beard.
April.
I'd have had a beard then if I could have grown one.
Is that you, Miss
Is
Oh,
Lisa?
that you?
April.
Aw.
Look how
Yep, that's me.
sweet.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh my
The
gosh.
place that took these 40 years ago closed down, and they sent us the pictures and the negatives.
Oh,
That's
that's
awesome.
so
Awesome.
awesome.
That
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 was
is
is
awesome.
awesome.
that was my junior
Hi, little
prom.
singers.
Senior.
Yeah, senior prom. Sorry.
Oh, those are great
Oh, oh my
photos.
gosh.
Wow.
Hey, Jan.
I
Don't
seen them and I
Hey,
was like, oh my gosh.
they don't even look like right, does it?
I used to have me and Paul's senior pictures sitting out on the shelves, and I finally took them down because I got tired of everybody coming in and looking at them, and they're like, "That's Paul, but who's that?" I'm like, "It used to be me."
Shoot, I remember a time when I was walking and I was wearing a size 7 pants.
Oh my
I was
Oh
gosh.
skinny
my.
mini.
I
Yeah,
seen that. And you were
yeah.
little.
Yeah,
Honey, I
I
weighed
mean, my waist was just tiny.
I weighed 98 pounds when me and Paul got married. I wore a 4.5 size ring.
Wow.
Oh, yes.
Kobe.
Yeah,
Kobe.
Yep.
yeah. I was
That's
tiny, tiny.
I ain't never been tiny
Well,
tiny.
Brenda, honey, not to be offensive, but you're tiny, tiny now.
I was thinking the
Well,
same
I may be short, but I'm not tiny anymore.
Brenda, I could put you in my pocket.
thing. No doubt. He wouldn't have to miss you no more.
I tell you what,
Oh,
you
yes,
came here
Jen, those were the days.
I
Those
remember
were the
We'll never be that skinny again.
Dakari fell in love with you the first time he met you. He was rubbing all in your hair.
Yeah, he was grooming me.
Well, I've had
yeah,
asked people before not to sue me because my cat sexually harasses women. He loves women's hair for some reason. I don't know why.
look at Jack. What did he do? Oh, I thought he baked. He disappeared. Sorry.
Oh, how's my little Miss Sweet Pea?
Sometimes that's easier than actually turning the camera off and back on. Just do like this.
Hey,
Uh-huh.
Handle
How's
my
Miss
business.
Sweet Pea?
hey, sweet pea's gone.
What do you mean?
Some of the mamas laid on her one night.
Yep.
Oh no.
Aw.
That's exactly my reaction. I started bawling. Then I got mad. I was mad at the mamas.
Aw.
I wasn't
Oh,
going to, but you had to ask. And I ain't going to lie to you.
Yep, that's the reason I was sitting here and I was like, what am I going to do?
I know, that was me. I was like, I
you
don't
gotta
want to tell
tell
you.
me the truth.
Well, I did. I told you the truth. I didn't want to,
Yeah,
but
it's heartbreaking though.
yeah.
It is. Red,
It
I
is. You
also
get
think
attached to those to animals.
you
Yep.
do.
Oh,
They laid on two. They laid on one before we got them moved up there, and then they went and laid on her, and we went up there to feed them
That morning.
one morning, and they all got up, and Glenn said, "Oh no," and I said, "What?" And he said, "She didn't get up."
That was the
So
last live I done from the barn.
oh,
When I went up there to feed them and I seen that, I turned it off and never turned the live stream back on.
oh, that's just.
Yeah.
I
That's
like that little
heartbreaking.
girl.
I did too. I mean, we both loved her.
I don't know what she'd been like by now, the way she was then,
She was.
with the way Tim is now. I can't keep Tim in the pasture.
Oh,
Noodle tries to come through, but Noodle's head's
He
bigger
finally
than
got a little big
Tim's.
enough to where he can't.
But
Tim
Tim's
will take a
head,
run and go and just jump through it.
Oh,
but
I
they just,
got one. Me kissing her neck. I'm going to kiss you. Next thing I
Uh,
knew, her head turned. She looked at me, and all I saw was lips.
they give you nose kisses now. You can stick your nose up there and they'll just rub on your nose. I do that all the time, don't I?
mm-hmm.
I
hi, Urban
love.
Bucket.
Well, see,
I
it's
don't know
good
why I
night.
said that. It's Herb in Bucket, not yet. Herb in
Yeah,
a bucket. I say it every time
I'm,
though.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry I cried.
no, because we cried too. I mean, honestly, you get attached to them, and I mean, especially we're attached to all of them, but the ones that you bottle feed,
Yeah,
I mean, you're their mamas.
yeah,
And I can go down there and Tim and Noodle will stand beside me and graze, and I can be off from the other goats and they still right beside me. And
yeah,
Tim's
Aw.
got him, but I fed him. So
I think I
yeah.
figured out who she is.
who?
I can't remember the name.
Then you didn't figure it out, did you?
The light brown, white.
Latte?
No, I think it's the other one.
Bella?
Hey,
The
Red.
other one.
Yeah.
I'll wait. Well, go ahead and blow your nose first.
Like when we was back there the other day and you came up here, about 20 minutes after you left, all the big ones took off and come back down to the lower pasture.
Guess
Well,
who
when
was?
I think
Guess
they
who
left
came
over
on
coming
live
back,
2 nights ago?
we were sitting down through there and Noodle
Papa
would,
Rock.
man,
Hold on a second. What you say
man,
now?
she's the
Papa
only
Rock
one
came
that
on
called
live
back in.
2 nights ago.
Well, she wouldn't never have
How's
nothing
he
to
He
do.
doing?
He
but
looks great. I mean, he's still, he looked like Papa Rock. He looked good, but his health is, how it is. He's taking it every day as it comes.
Yeah.
Would you say that? Were you there, Jason, when he came?
Yeah. I was
Yeah,
there. I jumped on. I was able to get on panel. I think before he dropped, or right as he was about to drop.
yeah, yeah. He looked about the same, right?
I think honestly, from the last time I had seen him on a live, I felt like he was looking a lot better
Well, he
than
did look better. Yeah, he did. But I
because
mean,
the last time I saw him on live was when he had been like in and out of the hospital a couple of
hospital.
times.
Yeah,
y'all
So
talking
he
about
was
Pop.
looking pretty good.
yeah, yeah.
I thought the other night when I come in your live and he was
Okay,
on
you
there,
did see him. Okay, good.
yep, I thought he was looking better.
Yeah,
Now
And he,
I have to
me,
make one quick.
I thought he was even talking better, sounding better.
I
He
thought
did
so
sound
too.
better, but he, like I said, he was just taking it every day that comes. You
Oh
know.
yeah.
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 So
Now, I want to make one quick comment before it gets too far away from when she said it. But Brenda, you just won the night, and I forever will now refer to Susan as being herb in a bucket.
I
Hey,
don't know why I
don't
do that, but
always
I
say.
do. I just it just comes out. I know
Don't
it's
feel
herb in a bucket, but
I'm
I always
taking you
say
guys
herb in a
outside when you
bucket.
talk.
You won. You
Hey, look
won.
at it this way. She could. I mean, it could be herb in a pipe.
herb in a bucket. Tony.
Are you saying she's
Herb in a bucket.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, she is like out west, so I mean,
You don't need to be out west for that.
I know you don't.
new?
It can be a bit easier to acquire in some areas. Probably not where she's at though.
Let's see if it's still
Yeah, I don't-
raining out there. It was raining our last look. Yeah. Last time I went out for a smoke, it
Well,
was,
it's
but
legal
it's
here in
still.
Virginia. I can tell you that
It
much.
slowed down and started to pick up, and then I came in. But let's see if it's
Jason,
like.
have you ever heard tell of Skinwalker Ranch?
Do what? Do what?
Have you ever heard tell of Skinwalker Ranch?
Nope, it did slow down, but it didn't get any harder either.
He's not far from there.
No,
It's a,
and that's kind of that place is
it's
spooky.
yes. They have a lot of unexplained stuff.
You talking about where
I
Susan's at?
probably
Is that what
renamed
you're
it a
talking about?
long time ago because I've always called it that.
Well, I have to say, a kudos to Susan because because
There
she's been like still very active, and she comes and watches my videos, Glenn and April, and she goes to all the different lives, Glenn and April, and she's
I
still
didn't
Maybe
know
hanging
you
out.
need
she
to
She
look at your
shows
comments.
that she
Hi.
still cares for me,
I
Glenn
just
and
watched
April.
one of your videos earlier.
You did, Brenda. You do too.
Hey, the one you dropped today, you might order to say who left the first comment.
Oh, I saw who said first, and that's all you said too.
See?
I was like,
Plus, you
Glenn up here
already
like a
said
5-year-old.
It is very difficult to do anything but just a phone.
I
Like I said,
understand,
my
Red.
It is.
It is.
I'm picking on Glenn and April,
Uh-huh.
and they know I'm
Oh,
just picking because I know they've gone through a lot. I just miss them so much already.
yeah.
well, we've missed y'all more.
I know there's been several nights we'd say something about, we need to go live. I'm like, yeah, but I don't really feel like it tonight.
Or I'd
What's
be.
funny
I'm
The
about
next night say something about it, and she said, I don't feel like it tonight.
what's funny about Susan is, and I'm guessing it must be like maybe depending on what device she's on, but she goes back and forth between her like 2 different YouTube accounts.
Yeah, I know.
See, I'm watching you, Susan.
Well, see, if Brenda hadn't have told me that y'all were live, I wouldn't have known.
I wouldn't have known
Susan?
they were live if I hadn't just got on YouTube to look and see what was going on. Because
Well,
I was watching
my
Amazon
computer
Prime.
does not like YouTube and it refuses to give me any notifications about YouTube.
yeah, I was downstairs watching TV. I was like, you know what? I'm done with YouTube for the day. And I heard a ping. I happened to have my phone in my hand. When it pinged, and it was like, they're live. So, like, wrap things up downstairs and, like, ran upstairs real quick.
Thanks. This is give you a comment here.
Yeah, that's right. Susan even tried doing a
I was
video.
watching Amazon Prime. That's about. I can't even
videos
watch
are
Netflix.
I'm sorry, Red. We need to get that figured out.
Well, like I said, I got to get another box in, and which means that this desk will then be moved to my room, and then I can put a couch here, and then I'll just be talking to everyone in my bedroom. You know, that's kind of personal.
At least it's not the bathroom.
I ain't saying nothing.
Well, I could literally just, like, take my camera right here and just turn it like this, and then I would, like, practically be in the bathroom. I literally have a bathroom like right here in my office.
All I have to do is turn it, and right over there is the bathroom.
There you
See that
go.
there?
One of
That's
ours is
funny. At least today's the bathroom. Oh my God, Brenda, I can't believe you said that.
What? I'm all innocent here.
Yeah, right.
Y'all see my face right now, yeah?
The second time I talked
Actually,
to
you're about this
Brenda,
tall on my computer.
I'm just gonna look like this for the rest of the night now.
the second time I talked to Brenda, we talked on Marco Polo. And she forgot to turn off her Marco Polo. And she brought me to the bathroom with her.
Giggity.
That's why when she goes, well, you ain't in the bathroom, I was like, oh my God.
All the Things Acres, are you going to go live in 24 hours?
Or are they gonna do a 24-hour live?
No, they said 24 hours I can go live.
No, they said I can live.
Ye-
Is it
Yeah,
live or live?
YouTube only has one. It's on my tablet, and if it says my name, I'm on my phone. But yeah, one night, Sis and her husband, because me and Sis had talked about Skillmarkle Ranch a bunch, because I knew she lived in Utah. And she was going by there, so she tried to do a video on her phone, and it would not let her. So she calls me, and we talked maybe 30, 40 seconds, and the phone quits.
Wow.
And then she calls back, and it done the same thing. And then after that, I tried to call her, and it wouldn't do nothing.
It wasn't meant for y'all to talk, was it?
Not about Skillmarkle Ranch.
That's just creepy.
Exactly. I brought
Hi, at least it's not zooming in and out and looking all over the room.
Oh,
God, I didn't realize how many inside jokes we had, Brenda.
Sorry
So
if you
this
guys heard me talking. I forgot I had my mic still activated when I was outside. I'm like, oh, they're probably hearing my
We
whole
were just
conversation.
talking. We were just talking over you.
Okay.
Yeah.
We were like, oh my God, Des is over here all
we didn't
chatting
mean to be
everything up.
rude.
Okay, I have to go. My friend's going through a really bad issue in Texas. Her partner beat her and stole from her and
Oh
left
no.
the state
my
and everything.
goodness.
So she might lose her house and yeah. So yeah,
Wow.
Oh, that's
yeah.
so
She was her
sad.
payee and stole out of her trust and everything. And skipped
Mm.
state. Yeah. So
Wow.
I gotta go. So
I
bye
have got
guys.
one of those going on in
Bye,
Texas.
guys.
Love you.
Tell
All right. Good night, Des.
her it
Good
gets
night.
better.
Good night,
Yeah.
Des.
Thank you.
Oh, guess who came back to West Virginia? And who now is living with my mother?
Your sister.
Your brother. Your sister.
No, my brother lives in West Virginia. My heroin addicted sister.
That's awful. Do you still
So
need them
far,
pictures?
And
So
she was
far, she has
wreaking havoc
stolen
in
my
less
mom's
than a week.
car. She has stolen my mom's car. My mom and dad's guns are missing. She's been off
Dang.
on my mom several times.
Reality is, those need to be reported because if they end up somebody getting shot by one of them, it's going to come back at your mama.
Well, hello, Stevie.
They're not
Hello.
registered.
I
Hey,
don't know how
Stevie.
to
Oh,
report that.
okay.
Is it just
Well, then I wouldn't report it.
Don't know.
I just
Well,
beat
the
it out
gun
of her.
is going to go out there and look tomorrow. Tina's going to
Welcome.
go in the morning and take her methadone, which is what people on heroin take.
Yeah.
And
Welcome.
if they
Step down
can
drug.
Carver.
Huh?
Sorry. Hmm.
Now do it.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
it's a
said
step
welcome to
down drive.
Chiquita Carver.
Oh,
Oh,
hello. Sorry, I cannot see any chat.
Yeah, she can't see. Oh, she ain't got no chat, so she can't see. She's on her phone.
yeah.
I can't see without my glasses either, so either way, you're right.
Hey,
Well, you got the
Stevie.
lights on.
Huh?
I said, you got your glasses on.
He being a smart
I
butt.
know. My eyesight is horrible. It's 2100 or 2200.
I don't even
2200.
know what mine are. Mine's so bad it ain't even on the chart.
Mm.
Oh, no, they told me at one time mine was 1020.
Mm-hmm.
1020?
He
So
can
does that
see
make you?
better. He
I
can
had
see
above average eyesight.
Huh.
I was standing
Wow.
I
in the
think it was
hall.
1020 or was it 2010?
I don't know, but it was better. I think it's 1020. It may have been 2010.
I don't know. I can't remember how that goes. But anyway, they said my eyesight was better than
I was in the hall,
Yeah.
and all I could see was the first line, and he was in the waiting
waiting room.
room a good, what,
20
6?
feet.
Well, I meant from me.
20 feet.
He could read the darn last line on the eye chart.
And the nurse in there
Wow.
said, wait a minute. She walked halfway down the aisle to it and stood there and said, do that again. She turned around and said, you need to call the military. Or not the military, Air Force.
Air Force.
Well,
Is that
how
on
did Air
crossover
Force?
paranormal?
Hey, Jonathan.
Yeah, Jonathan, I couldn't remember his name.
Yeah, I'm
It
almost
wasn't
at
the
the
neighbor.
end of the list for being able to get readers from over the counter.
I'm going to just go get me some Coke bottles.
Magnifying glasses.
I'm
Get
gonna
me.
need them myself. So, but the thing is my hearing. Now my eyesight sucks, but my hearing. There's some days that it is so. I mean, like
Amplified.
very very sensitive that people have to whisper because if they don't, it sounds like they're yelling.
Daredevil right there.
Who?
That's who the
Red
comic was based off of.
Huh?
Algae Springs Acre says, I have one too. Sorry. Were you talking about your sister?
Oh,
Oh Lord,
So,
I got a whole passel
Red,
of them.
Red, what I was referring to is the comic book superhero Daredevil. He's blind, but he has like super hearing and senses and
Yeah,
smells, so he can literally like see through all that.
yeah.
Well, I'm going to tell you, my aunt, my family on my daddy's side has retinitis pigmentosis, where the retina's crystallized, and they either go blind after 18 or after 40, but we're actually having kids born with it. So we got a very, very rare type. And out of
Yeah.
well, I
13 kids,
know that for that to stop, you're gonna have to quit having kids.
yep. Well, after uh, my aunt, she went blind, and I'm telling you, if I had a youngin', I would trust her to watch my youngin' more than any sighted person I've ever seen. She knows exactly where, because she actually adopted 2 kids.
Yeah.
Well,
She
I've seen blind people walk into a wall, and I've seen sighted people walk into a wall. While I saw blind people run down a hallway.
Good night, Stevie.
Good night,
Good night,
Stevie. We
Stevie.
love
Good night,
y'all.
Stevie.
He said that they've been chasing ghosts all over Moxville. I didn't know we had haunted places in Moxville. Yeah, crossover paranormal.
He chases them
Hey,
all
man,
over the place.
Jonathan's
See,
in
now
North Carolina.
that's right up my
Yeah.
alley.
I
Yeah,
didn't
you
realize
live over
that.
here in Surrey County, right above next county above us.
I didn't realize that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so like I said, that is right up my alley, especially with the way this house is. Matt's constantly coming out of his room going, "Did you say something, Mama?" No. He's like, "It's her again." He'll go back in his room. I mean, I've seen things. Oh, get this! Don't know how it happened. Well, we do. I think we have a poltergeist. But we always keep the dog treats and cat treats in the exact same place. Exact same place. Well, we couldn't find them the next day. We looked everywhere. And those poor little kitty cats, the puppy dogs didn't get their treats for that night. Because you can't give to one and not give to the other. Eventually found it underneath a bunch of blankets.
Huh.
That's weird.
I've
Carly-
seen colander over in the kitchen just lifts off the countertop and just hovered there for a little bit and then it fell and I'm like, okie dokie. See, that stuff don't freak me out. I'm used to it.
Yep, sorry.
One word: edibles.
Huh? What? I didn't hear what you said.
Edibles.
He said one word, edibles.
No. Edible. Not a picture on this one. Of course, I am going to eat one here in a bit, though. That's just being quite honest.
Yes, you
That's hard
are.
to say. That's hard to say, Red. They're talking about gummies.
I got some. I got some. But nope, that's AI. I hadn't taken anything. That was really before edibles became a popular thing.
Well, you know,
Shoot.
I'm telling you, Daddy, honest to gosh, I believe Daddy was here one day because we was throwing bread. We went and got bread. And I went to the heater house to take some boxes or something, and Glenn had come in the house. Well, I walked by, seen Glenn at the back of the trailer, but I just noticed the figure with a flannel shirt on, and Daddy used to wear flannel shirts all the time and a hat. And I walked by and I thought, And about time I got by, here come Glenn out the door. And I turned around and looked, and it was gone. And I told
Well,
Glenn, I said, no, that had to be Daddy standing there because I could have swore it was you because I wasn't paying no attention to it.
well, Travis saw him standing up there by the barn, and he told you about it that day.
Yep.
And then not too long after that, that's when that happened.
Yep.
Unfortunately, he's got the Farley curse. What we call it is the Farley curse.
Red, have you been making brownies?
No, I need to. You know what? Actually, I may have some of that oil over there, and I know I have brownie mix. Thank you, Brenda, for the idea.
Thank Urban Bucket.
Herb in a bucket. And now we know what herb she's talking about. It should be herb in a bucket of brownies.
Yeah. Hey, we got oil that we made. That's some powerful stuff, too, let me tell you.
Is
But
it supposed
as y'all
to
know, we don't drive and do that stuff. That is one thing we do not do. We're very respectful. We do it in our own home. We're well protected.
I made baby
Colorado
back ribs
style
for
ribs.
supper.
Huh?
They said Colorado style brownies.
Yep.
Those were Wilkes County brownies.
Speaking of not driving, I made baby back ribs for supper, and I made them in the pressure cooker, the electric pressure
Ooh.
cooker. Oh my gosh! You put a couple of cups of apple juice in the bottom of that thing, and then you pour a Guinness in there. The darker the ale, the better.
You
And you
just
cook
turned me
that for
off
about
just now.
25 minutes. And then, well, I put a rub on it first before I put it in there, but
Yeah,
25
but you
minutes
know
in
I can
that,
taste
take it
beer
out,
and anything.
put your sauce on there, and throw it in the oven and let it. Hi.
I'm leaving. I gotta drive to Missouri.
Stop by.
Yeah,
Oh
stop
my
by.
gosh.
Vincent, pick y'all up. We'll go get some ribs.
Oh, them things were
Exactly.
good. Well, it was Tom
I can't.
Duncan's fault they got cooked the way they did because tried calling him when I was in town to tell him to start the smoker up so we could put them ribs in there, and he didn't do it. He didn't answer the phone. It went straight to voicemail. I couldn't reach
Oh,
him. So by the time I got home, it was too late to smoke them. So I put hickory smoked salt on them puppies, and I put them in the
Jason,
electric pressure cooker.
you can tell them two's been talking today.
Yep.
so,
They talk
people
every
can
day.
hide beer and things like bread or cakes, or I can taste it.
Oh my
I
God,
mean,
beer
I
bread
can
is so
literally
awesome.
taste it. Yeah. Blah.
Somebody was
You
talking
think?
the other day about doing that beer can chicken,
Oh, uh huh.
and I was like, yeah, instead of doing that, I'm gonna make me a bourbon bottle bird. Just take that bottle, stick it right in that bird.
Now you
I
give me
think
some honey mead. You give me some honey mead, and we got a deal. But beer or anything else, no.
there was somebody who was telling me one time about somebody doing that, but they poured the beer out and filled it up, or poured Jack Daniels in the can and stuck it in
Yeah.
chicken.
I've put Jack Daniels before in barbecue. It's actually
I
pretty
start
good.
to say a
It's
lot
good
of
on
people.
it's good on a roast
In
too.
the
If you're
can,
making a beef roast with like potatoes and carrots, oh my God.
instead of putting the can of beer in
No,
There's
thank
some
you.
there's
the
some
can, or open the can up and pour the
spiced
beer
rum.
out, drink it out,
Oh,
and put Jack Daniels in the can
that stuff's
and stick
good.
it in.
No, thank
Okay,
you.
Google.
You can tell I
Okay,
ain't a
Google.
drinker.
Okay, Google.
I'm a.
Directions to Duncan 1900 Homestead.
Oh, I ain't a drinker. I'm a partaker. How's that?
You'll stick with the original herb, huh?
Exactly.
Hey, I got a cabinet over there that's got probably every flavor. I don't buy flavorings.
I don't either.
When I go buy these gas stations that sell those little bitty bottles of flavored alcohol, that's what I get. I got a
Oh,
cabinet full of that stuff.
have you had a chance to use that flavoring yet, or is it still that strong?
Which one?
April.
I
Oh,
hadn't cooked with them lately.
Uh,
Well, I
I
mean,
know
not to use the flavoring. I mean, I've cooked, but not nothing, because since I got sick, I ain't done no desserts or
Yeah, y'all
nothing.
see my supper.
They're fussing at him over his sugar, so
ah. I was like, I've
this
got
is
a cabinet full of flavorings too that I made myself with vodka.
well, you gave me some.
Red
Uh-huh.
made me some vanilla
Oh,
and some lemon.
Yeah. Oh gosh, I've got vanilla. I've got coffee liqueur on my mom.
Oh,
yeah,
This is
she
my
gave me some.
coconut,
yeah.
coconut flavoring, almond flavoring. Oh gosh, I can't remember all the flavorings I got up there. I got cinnamon flavoring.
She gave me some.
Uh-huh. Now my vanilla, I put that stuff in rum. I don't use the vodka for that. We use the good stuff for the vanilla.
I can't remember what we done that last batch of vanilla in, but it is strong.
Oh, the last
It'll
batch I
knock you
made,
on your butt.
the last batch I made, uh, Came with alcohol that was made at home in Kentucky.
Oh.
You know what I mean, Red.
Uh-huh.
Homemade
That
stuff.
just gave me a thought. Moonshine mashed potatoes.
The
Could
what?
that be a thing?
I bet it would make good potato candy.
That would, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
What was that we made that last
Brenda's
vanilla
like, I'll be right back. I gotta go to the kitchen.
I'll be back in a bit. Actually, I
You
need to go
didn't
throw
put
some
that
wood in my
in
stove
the
before it goes completely out.
Yeah, make sure to keep that thing stoked. I imagine it's still
Oh,
cold
yeah.
there, right?
It's 31 outside right now.
It's. Let me see what it is right now. It's been like really rainy and cold today here.
It's
Yeah, it's
35.
been rainy here.
Did you
I
get
didn't
snow
need
today,
that.
Jason?
We did not, but they were talking like it could happen. It got down to. I knew earlier in the day it was like 37 while it was raining. It's actually warmed up a little bit now. It's 41 compared to earlier.
It's
We're still
31.
uh,
31 feels like 21, and our low for tonight's 24.
oh gosh, we're gonna be like that tomorrow.
What? Wrong way.
Well, it started off snow or sleeting here this morning, then it turned into snow. So I actually got to see my first snowfall of the year this morning.
I
It's
keep
not
telling
really
them,
we got about a half an inch.
Mother Nature really, really, really needs to kick old man Winter to the curb.
I turned over when it started snowing and pulled the cover up over my head.
Yeah, I know. I don't know if we'll get to make it or not, though, Jan.
I wish I could go to that.
Even if it was just for one day, just for the day. Come down and visit
There's
with
all
everybody.
Sorry, Brenda.
Oh, you're fine. Go ahead.
There's all these cool YouTube meetups that are happening that are all like out mid US and West US right now. I'm like, man, I wish I could go.
Yeah.
We need to have one for North Carolina or Virginia.
It's 29 there. Woo. Okay.
Yeah,
Miss
Travis,
Jan, you're
he
further
said
south than
it's
I am. And
Well,
I'm
Travis said
sitting
he
at 31.
tasted this honey bourbon that we made that last batch of vanilla in.
Ah, yeah. Yeah.
That'd be good.
It is strong. I mean, you go, woo! Because Glenn did. He's like, whoo! I mean, it's a bit strong.
Yes, Jan, I
Well,
know.
imagine so, Jan.
Party animals.
I think that's reading
They're
off
around y'all at the hotel in Kentucky, you know.
No, they afraid they will see some party animals.
Y'all, I'm
What you think,
gonna
though, Jason?
go feed my stove before it goes out.
Okay, Brenda.
I only
What,
got
Glenn?
one going in the house tonight.
Dan said they was the party animals for having all them YouTube meetups out there. I said, I'm thinking that's the reason they're afraid to come out to the East Coast and have them because they're afraid they will meet some party animals.
Right. Well, so Jan had a really party, yeah?
Did y'all see that story I shared about the
Jan's going to kick my butt.
the blind man that ran for help and the deaf
No, I
man
didn't
that
see
heard
that.
him fall? Did you see that one, Jason?
I did not. I'll have to go look that up. You said it was on your Facebook?
Yeah, I told a story about when I was 18 years old. Me and this guy decided to drag race in our wheelchairs. I said, you know how life throws a curveball at you? Well, this one threw a curved wall, and I went smack in the face. And it gave me a big old kiss upside my head. Knocked me out. I didn't, and that was probably like 8 o'clock in the morning. I woke up at lunchtime. Talking about timing. But I go to lunch, and this deaf man walks up to me, and he goes, I heard you fall. I'm like, excuse me? He goes, I heard you fall. Okay. The same exact day, I found out that the blind man that was behind us heard the commotion, got all worked up, ran to the nurse's station, I told you I've seen blind people turn around and miss all the freaking walls. But he ran to the nurse's station, and he got so uptight that he started screaming, "I can't see anyone." So a deaf man heard me fall, and a blind man ran for help.
That's when you know you're keeping good company.
Exactly.
Again, one word: edibles.
That was before edibles was even a thing.
Yeah, but you know what I'm referring to.
That was
Yeah.
whenever you did the real thing.
I wouldn't bet on that.
I've been,
Brownies,
I swear, I have been cuckoo my whole life. I mean,
Brownies
there's a
was
woman that is on my Facebook. Her name is Jane. She said she remembers me from high school and that I was always very entertaining, but I have no idea who the hell she is.
first time I seen green brownies. They was out.
Well, apparently you left a lasting impression upon her.
Apparently, because I don't know who she is. I
There
got
you go. There's
clue.
always been brownies red.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. First time I seen green brownies, I was in my young teens.
No, at that time of growing up, we had a thing that we all called skunk. And I'll leave it like that.
Yeah, we all know about that too.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I knew about
Yeah.
that when I was in my young teens.
Dear Jason.
Uh-oh.
He's over our line.
Oh, he didn't know nothing about it.
Yeah.
See,
And I'm like, yeah. If you grew up in the 80s and you can still remember it, you didn't have a life.
Are you cutting me a straw?
No.
Okay.
And no, Glenn, it's not what you think neither.
No, I know what it is.
Wait. This
Myself, I
conversation,
know
and
what
she
it is.
asked him if he was cutting her a straw.
Exactly, Urban Bucket. Her first name was Mary and her second name was Jane.
Yep.
I was asking you, Red, if you cut a straw.
And I found out the other day that was around in the 20s.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Technically, if you want to get real technical about it and you go diving really deep into your Bible.
It's in the Bible.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And if you don't believe me, look in the back of your Bible underneath all the words, the dictionary part of it. It's there.
I figured that was part of the stuff that them Indians used to use to have their hallucinations.
No, that was okay.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
It is actually, technically, it is an herb.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the reason they call it that.
And it's
God
been
put it on this earth to be
since the
used.
beginning of time.
Yep.
Yeah.
God put it on this earth to be used.
God don't call it Mary Jane, though.
Yeah, no.
Did you see her say that was her sister's
No,
name?
actually, the name that's in the Bible, if you trace it back to the Hebrew version, it means marijuana.
Well, it's actually listed under cannabis.
Well, it may be listed under cannabis, but it goes back to marijuana.
Excuse you.
I heard Adam and Eve called it the snake talker weed.
That they could have.
But I don't know what happened, but I just smoked this stuff over here, and that snake started talking to me. And I got really hungry and started eating this apple. And they were like, "What have you done?"
Oh, dear God. My tea almost went out my nose.
they had them needles in my back.
Yeah.
Red, do you still need pictures of the goats? I took them.
Oh no, I got my point across without them.
Okay.
But I do want a picture of Sweet Pea if you got it. Oh my precious little
Red,
baby girl.
Urban Bucket says, Red, I have missed calls. You so much. I'm in tears laughing.
I remember I went out one time to vote. It's up in Roanoke.
I don't know if you got any
And there was a senator or governor there, I can't remember. Anyways, he walked up to me and he goes, "You voting today?" And I went, "Yes, sir." He said, "Well, before you go in, let me ask you, what can I do for you?" I looked at him and went, "You can legalize marijuana in Virginia." Da, 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 da. And then I started giving him statistics on how much money it could bring into Virginia compared to rice and wheat and other crops like that. He looked at me, he goes, "Would you like to go out and have dinner?"
And you didn't tell him no, but I'll take smoke with you any day.
That's probably what he was really wanting.
Yeah. I don't know, but I was surprised. Would you like to go out and have dinner and continue this conversation? Sure. I never did contact him though. That's happened to me twice. And both of them were either senators or congressmen, I can't remember. I told them the exact same thing.
Oh, Lord.
All right. What is that?
I thought it looked like pork skin.
Fresh ones.
What was it?
Ooh, homemade ones?
Not homemade, but just made today.
Oh, okay.
What is
You ever heard of
it?
a place called Smithfield's Chicken and Barbecue?
Uh-uh.
I've
Glenn and
heard of
April.
it.
Yeah. Yeah, they make them basically every day when they do their pork, because they do all their pork in house. When they go to make their pulled pork, this is from the skins from that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And they deep fry them, and they only have so many bags per day.
Yeah. We used to make them when I was a kid. Whenever we butchered hogs and stuff, we made our own pork rinds.
Oh yeah. I know you. A lot of the farmers markets and stuff got to where they've got people setting up doing it.
Yeah. Here they do that a lot, and then they got this one farm that does their own coffee and stuff, and sells at the farmers market.
Oh,
Somebody say coffee.
Uh huh.
Yeah, they did.
Hey,
Sorry,
they about-
Jason, I don't like coffee.
They about
I
throw
know you
them
don't.
pigskin's way.
But I still
I'm
love
mad.
it.
Travis loves it.
I
Travis
made a
loves it.
coffee. I think I'm hooked on this coffee now.
Which one?
It's
Go on,
terrible.
I made.
I take I've got a Keurig, so I make, just a cup at a time. And I thought, you know what? I'm tired of just coffee with creamer and sweetener in it. I went and made myself a cup of coffee, and I put my creamer in there, and then I put mocha, instant mocha coffee in it. So it's like double the coffee. But then I got this stevia I got at the Amish stores that's hazelnut flavored. And I put that in there, so it's like a nutty flavored mocha extra caffeinated coffee. It's good.
Good night, Jan.
I'll tell you what, I bought Cooper
Night,
some of this.
Dan. It was good visiting with you too.
Night. I bought Cooper some of this hip and joint chewables from Chewy, which I found out that their headquarters is right there in Greensboro. And
Oh, vanilla
gave
is
him
good in
four-
coffee.
I gave him 2 in the morning and 2 at night.
Especially
They
French
have
vanilla.
made a magnificent change in his personality. He's hyper. He's active. He acts like
Yeah.
literally a puppy, and he's 18 years old.
Yeah.
What do you get them? I need some.
We
Okay.
thought we were going to lose Belle, and the
This
vet wanted to put her down.
Yeah, that's what I
Because-
need. Seniors hip and joints or hip and shoulders. I need. Heel
But
and joint.
and they had her on. Oh my God, they had her on muscle relaxers, 2 different painkillers. One of the painkillers had a antioxidant in it, and they helped, but she just wasn't getting over it. And we had got the dog's hip and joint treats before, and they normally just made them sick to their stomach. It would make them pukey. But I found these ones at the health food store in town, and I got them for them, and she's like a whole new dog.
He
I need
is
to be
telling me
a
this
whole
has got like glucosamine in it and a bunch of other stuff, and it helps some, with pain, and yeah, he's just like,
Yeah.
he's hyper.
Mhm.
Well, I'm gonna go find me some of them too.
But they smell like beef. It was kind of funny because Tiki wanted to see what they were when we
Oh.
first got them. So I opened up the lid. She stuck her whole head in the bottle and was smelling it. I'm like, Tiki, that's not for kitty cats. That's for puppy dogs. You can't have them.
Uh-oh.
My sister's got a cat, and honest to goodness, it'll get up on the edge. They've got this. It's a counter, but it's actually a whatnot shelf where the counter comes out around it. And
Yeah.
the little cat will get up there, and whenever she's wanting her treats, she'll go.
Aw.
Every
Yeah,
time I go,
The other day when I was showing Travis how much he liked him, and he saw me with the bottle, and he went like, please, please, please. He sat up. I can't talk enough about this stuff. I mean, it's fantastic. It's a bit on the pricey range. It's $25, and it'll last for like a month and a half. But if it makes him feel better, then I don't care.
Yeah.
That's well worth it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, like I said, he is
All right,
18
Red.
years
Earth
old.
says, I might try that for my knees, but I might start itching.
Well, it smells like beef.
The ones I
But
got for
don't ask
Belle
me
are
to-
chicken. They're chicken
Don't ask
flavored.
me to taste it and let you know, because I ain't doing it.
Red says, oh no, it might make your knees itch, but it's going to make mine do weird things.
are you trying to say your husband be saying, woohoo?
Oh no. No, I'm just thinking Red and her legs that don't want to move have a tendency to start twitching and jerking.
Yeah,
Now,
I
she might
can't.
have messed up behind her ears.
Now, I'm listed as paraplegic from the waist down. But my legs will start spasming so much that I've literally kicked my boyfriend out of bed. He woke up flying in the air.
Do you have a
He's like,
face?
now, he's like, how is that possible? You are listed as paraplegic, and yet you just kicked my ass out of the bed. I went, yeah.
Glenn tell the doctor he lied.
Uh-huh.
I'll never forget the time we went grocery shopping. And everyone keeps saying you don't act like you're in a wheelchair, which I never have
Okay, now,
understood that.
don't
But
look at the rest of my mess, but I think my stove is going now.
yay!
I tell you what, if I had that here in this house, we'd probably have to go outside.
No doubt.
Huh?
We just got one of them little aluminum fireplaces that comes in a mobile home, and I
Yeah.
can pretty much heat this house with it.
Huh?
Wow.
Yeah,
Cool.
I got a fire that, I mean, it just looks like it's half burning over there.
Well,
And
I got
it's,
this stove, and then in the kitchen I have my wood cook stove, and then in the library I have a oh, it's one of the old fancy potbelly stoves, cast
I
iron
wish
stoves.
I had a wood cook stove. I'd love to have one of them in my house in the wintertime. My great grandma used to cook on one, and oh my gosh, the food's just like
Oh, the food is 10
she's got
times
one of
better.
those small children.
Well, I
But
guarantee
see,
if that would be a stove, I would not leave the pizza box in.
probably not. I'll tell you right now, the best biscuits you will ever eat are ones that were baked in a wood cook stove.
or
Oh, yeah.
cornbread.
Oh, God, yeah.
Yep.
My great grandma's cornbread. Oh my gosh.
Well,
It was about
my grandpa, or Paps and Florence is the best I'd ever eat out of a wood stove.
it's been not quite a week
Baked
ago,
potatoes? Oh
and
my
we
God.
have
Try baked potatoes in a wood stove sometime.
and you know a lot of people store their pizza boxes in their oven so the animals don't get to it. Well, we kind of forgot we did that, and we turned on the oven.
He poked it, didn't he? You had smoked pizza box.
Yeah, the box started to smolder.
It will.
I seen where a guy made took a regular electric stove one time and turned it into a wood cook stove.
Huh.
Huh.
Cool.
But the bad part, you don't have an oven on them because that's your firebox.
Yeah.
Started to say.
Yeah.
He just took the eyes out and cut a hole back there in the back one and fixed the pipe in it, and
Huh.
so you
Huh.
you had 3 spots there that was open for the pots to sit down in, for the heat to come up.
I guess
Yeah,
it
we
will.
almost caught the oven on fire. We all looked at each other and went, "We're not doing that again."
I wouldn't bet on it. I make the same mistakes twice, 3 times.
And maybe 4 to make sure I knew I was doing it wrong to begin with. That's about right.
Okay, to Glenn's point, my father-in-law, who I am pretty sure is immune to electrical shocks and many other things, when we moved over to England back in 2008, we were working on the house that we were moving into. It was my wife's grandfather's house. And over there, it's not common to have showers, but they have these attachments you can buy, and it's a heated shower box. And he's like I'm a DIY enthusiast who probably shouldn't be doing that stuff. He's like, I can install that. That's not a problem. So we were over there, and we got to the point where, like, the last things that had to be done was that, and then I was working on the carpets. I was over there cleaning carpets and stuff like that. And this is back when I smoked cigarettes, and I just stopped because I was going to step outside to have a smoke. And about the time that I stopped, I heard, and I'm like,
Hey, drops.
what in the heck is that? So I walked past the bathroom door and looked at him. He's standing there with his hands up like this around that shower box. And I was like, Bob, you okay? And he goes, I don't understand what just happened. All I did was this. And he did it again right in front of my face. And he goes, and he's like, I literally, while he's shaking, I turned around and walked outside and said, I'm having no part of this. I just left. I left the house. I walked outside. He
I
literally goes, I
don't
don't understand
think
what
I'd want
happened.
to
And
use
did it,
that shower.
and he did
That's
it
bad
again,
as
like
what
right
my
there. And I'm
daddy.
just like,
My mom and
I've
dad
seen that man.
toilet upstairs started leaking, and when they found it, there was puddles of water inside the lamp, the ceiling light, and they thought they turned off the power. And here they are. They're standing about a half-inch of water. They reach up, take that, the shade off the light, go trying to work on the light, and they both go, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, have you lost your mind?
Yep.
But I've seen that man burn his eyebrows off doing stuff like that at least 5 times in the 2 years we lived there.
Oh my God. No. You want to see somebody burn themselves? Get you an outside wood furnace and let my husband start the fire in it for you.
Oh, he asked me, he was like, oh, do you want me to start your pilot for you? I was like, no, I got it.
Yeah.
I was like, I can do that. We're good.
No, when all you see outside is this huge flash, he done went and threw gasoline in that dang furnace.
Oh my God.
Yeah. He'd do it in the house stoves if I'd let him. And I'm like, oh no, I'll start that fire.
My dad was electrocuted twice by lightning. He had been thrown several times across the room by trying to work on the television, forgetting to unplug it. He's been electrocuted. Well, he was electrocuted by the dishwasher, where it actually turned his thumb black. He got electrocuted by that light, and he had a bad heart.
Now, talking about fires, y'all want to see something cool that was sent to me by another YouTuber? I don't know if I probably got it. I probably got it back when y'all were still doing some lives. I don't know if I showed you or not before. But check this out. It's a ferro rod.
Oh, okay.
But that's an elk antler. So he took a ferro rod and put it in an elk antler.
Oh,
And
hey.
it fits. It fits my hand perfectly.
Cool.
That's cool.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, and he actually he got the elk. He harvested this.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Wow.
well, good job. That's pretty.
Drops. That happens a lot when you're dealing with first timers that don't know what they're doing.
Yep.
That's sad. Yeah, they probably suffocated each other.
Huh?
I think I remember you did show that to us once before, but I'm not 100%.
What happened?
Oh, Drops. Is this so? We bought some chickens from a first timer that decided. Let me back up here. They couldn't take care of the chickens. They stuffed them all in a small cage and brought them over. 7 out of 25 ended up dead.
Wow.
Yeah, they probably suffocated in the middle of. Probably the ones in the middle suffocated from all the others being squished in around them.
Drops, I don't have that problem with chickens. But when it comes to the hogs, the calves, and now the goats.
That is sad, Drops. That's
she considers them all pets, but chickens is pretty much free game.
People need to learn. They need to be educated before they jump into that stuff.
Exactly.
Well, I cried when our first chicken died. I completely lost it out there in the driveway. And I didn't cry when our rooster got slaughtered, because I got tired of him trying to attack Travis's face. And I didn't cry when we killed our second rooster. But hearing about Sweet Pea, that made me cry. Because she was so cute, that little tiny little white face and all those big lips. Blah, blah, blah.
Our first
Jake?
goat was named Sweet Pea.
Susan asked you a question.
Yeah, I saw that. So she was asking about what do I do with that rod? So with the ferro rod, I'm going to show you with a different one, but I'm not going to actually do the sparks right now because I'm inside and that would not be good. But this is the same thing as what you saw, just a different one. And basically, you take a striker, and you can use the back of a knife if it's made out of, especially like carbon steel.
Mhm.
It's got to be a straight edge, but you take it and you run it down the side, and it creates a spark. And so you do that on top of
You start fires.
like char cloth, or I like using jute twine to start
Yeah,
your fire with.
I could see that.
And you can see right here where this rod's been scraped. You can see where some of the black scraped off of it. And that's
Yeah.
actually one of my ways I love making fires, because something like this will last a long time.
Oh yeah.
You could also use lint.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right in the
yeah.
hair dryer.
I used to save the lint out of the hair dryer. I quit doing that too.
We
Oh, I know,
keep our lint. I know it sounds crazy, but we keep our lint out of the dryer.
Oh, there's
Starter.
another YouTuber I'm friends with. Her name is, her YouTube channel is like Woman Outdoors. Her name is LB. When she'll go to the laundromats and collect dryer lint from the laundromats.
Okay.
Wow.
I used to save it to use like you would kindling for starting a fire because it'll catch and burn quick.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
it will.
But you can't put like a huge wad of it in there.
No, and you can also use that if you wanted to coat it with like Vaseline or a wax to extend the burn time on it.
Yeah.
And you can do that too to be able to, especially
Yeah,
if you're dealing
yeah.
with certain
A lot of
conditions like
people will dip
redder wood.
pine cones in wax and then just pat that on there while it's still, still kind of liquidy.
And I'm gonna warn
Okay,
y'all, I can
story
talk about
time.
starting fires all night long, so don't get me started too much. Don't let me go
You
down
can
the rabbit
also
hole.
cut
Story
up
time.
cut toilet paper whole
Howdy, devil dog.
thingies into like
Yeah,
little
because-
quarters and stuff it in there with wax, and it makes a good fire starter.
Yep.
All right, go ahead,
definitely.
Jason brought this one out, but story time. All right, our washing machine gave out on us, and it kaput. Everything's
Oh.
going kaput.
I know where this is going.
And so the boys had to go over to the laundromat to wash clothes. Well, apparently one of these washing machines decided it needed extra carbohydrates that day and started eating my clothes. I thought it was Travis's, but no, it was mine.
Oh no.
So, yeah. And Matt tried to get the machine to stop, but it wouldn't stop. So he called maintenance. The first number was a bust. The second number was a nope. Third number, he finally got in touch with someone. And the guy goes, "Which machine is it?" Matt tried to explain it to him. He goes, "It's the machine with the unicorn on it." He goes, "Yes." He goes, "Okay, that's what I want you to do." He goes, "I want you to whack that unicorn." Beg your pardon? "I want you to whack as hard as you can on that unicorn." So Matt's there in the laundromat banging on that machine. Pow, 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 right on the unicorn's face. He goes, "All right." He said, "Take that lever and pull down hard on it." And Matt did that. Finally let loose. I went, now our model is going to be, if it doesn't work, whack that unicorn and pull its handle until it does.
I was just getting ready to say, I thought you was going to say he's over there whacking a unicorn.
I know, you can like totally take that in two different ways, but
Yes.
I even put, when I put that on Facebook, I went, I guess this might be a good time to say, get your mind out of the gutter.
Well, you know that's exactly where it's going to go.
Uh-huh.
Well, where you think it to go with red, or stays there.
Even when Glenn, even when I'm trying to be serious, Travis gets tickled at me And he goes, I can't help but to laugh when you're serious because you're so cute.
I don't think you know the word serious.
That's what he keeps saying.
Well, I guess you do. You know it as being seriously full of it.
Seriously full of it.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to draw up a new bill and see if it won't pass Congress. You know what that bill's going to be called, April?
What?
Consensual murder.
I don't think they'd quite understand that one.
Y'all did. Well, let me think about that.
No, April was telling me a story one day about this guy, and I can't remember the whole story, but he went to jail because he killed this other guy. And the way that the story sounded, it sounded like it was like self-defense. But no, my cuckoo brain went the other way. And I asked her if it was consensual murder.
Yeah, you should have saw that look.
I thought she was going to piss her pants by the time she got out of the seat from laughing so hard.
Yeah, after we heard that, we was afraid to come out of the chicken coop.
Yeah. And all y'all are in there inside the chicken run, and I'm sitting on the outside of it, and I told y'all I done flew the coop.
We have a lot of fun. For sure.
Like I said, Travis is always laughing at me. Mom, you can't be serious. You ain't got a serious bone in you. I'm being serious right now. Yeah, but it's just so cute.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Audrey's coming down. She's probably wanting to go to bed. So it means it'll be time to take dogs out.
Yeah, and with the coyotes. You better be careful.
Boy, Jason looked around then. They still scared of him.
Yeah, she got home the other day, and you tell them the story.
Oh, me and Audrey just come in from town, and I could hear the neighbor's dog about, what is he, about a mile and a half away? Could hear his dogs throwing a fit, so I figured the coyotes were out.
Then you saw those eyes.
And then we got out of the car and started loading up our bags of groceries to bring them in. And the next thing you know, here's all this yapping and howling and carrying on. It's like, oh shit. My butt can't get up them stairs that damn fast.
Yeah.
But you know what? We waited about 45 minutes because once we come in, then the dogs wanted to go out. So we made them wait about 45 minutes thinking, okay, they'll be, moved on down the line somewhere. No, they were still there. 4 o'clock in the morning.
Matt went to take out trash earlier. And he meant to open up the door and he goes, oh, no, I ain't. I went, huh? And he had his flashlight. He goes, I heard something out there. No, he went and got his flashlight. He heard something out there. So he goes and gets the flashlight that I bought them for Christmas. He brings it to the door and shines it through. Great big old huge possum right there at the front door.
Oh, yeah. Drop kick him.
Well, he couldn't get the door open. It was standing right there. So he turned on the light and it skedaddled.
Yeah, good luck dealing with them all because you know what? Back in the fall, coon hunters come through here hunting all the coons. And they still didn't get them all. They also came through hunting coyotes. No, we still got a crap ton of coyotes too.
You can trap coyotes and then sell their fur, sell their pelt.
The Amish do that around. The Amish do that around here too.
Well, I think they had a bounty out on them a few years ago. You didn't have to do nothing, just
Well,
kill
here's
them
the problem with
and
killing
ear
them.
off or something.
As fast as you kill one, the
Three
females will
boys.
get pregnant and have more. Every time you kill some of them, they're breeding again and making more. It's unreal.
Well, I
Well,
tell you
this
what.
possum ran down the driveway, and Matt shined because I mean it's a big, bright light. He shined it right in that possum's face, and it took off down the driveway.
All right, I
Well,
know we gotta take them
I'm
out.
pretty sure when I got surrounded by those coyotes, I heard one of them go hell Hydra.
What's that?
Huh?
What was that?
It's from Marvel, hell Hydra.
Oh, okay.
Cut off one head, two shall grow back.
Well, like
Oh,
I said,
no,
when I
Glenn.
got that great big fence
All right,
box.
I will be back shortly. We're gonna take dogs out.
Bye, Brenda. I miss you already.
I see you in a few.
I might be gone.
If y'all
I
are
need to
still
look
on
at
here.
It's almost midnight. I gotta wake up at 5:30 in the morning to get the kids' butts out of bed.
Oh, fun. Well, if I don't see you, you have a good night.
You too. Hopefully, Glenn and April will keep doing this more often.
Yeah.
I hope so, because Lord, it's been a long winter.
We have to. I gotta go have my permanent left side done the 23rd. So
Yeah, she's
If
been
it-
getting shots.
yeah, they're gonna do a pain block on my S1 through my L5. And the first test went good. The second test went good. So if this last one, by the time they get the right and the left, if it does
This
as
thing
good
is
as those two
open.
first was, y'all won't be able to get rid of us.
I don't know. It might help you, but it ain't helping me none.
Tell them what I said the other day.
All right.
What did you say the other day? Because I can't remember.
The pain.
Yeah, she come out of the doctor's office. We started back up the road. She's looking over at me, talking about that and everything. And she said, "I don't know, but I think this one hurt better than the last one."
It hurt better?
I started grinning and I said, "I like that song, Hurt So Good."
It's so good. Come on. Come on back. Make it hurt so good. You know what? All our songs from back in the 80s were filled full of sexual innuendo.
Sure was.
All right, Glenn, you was telling us earlier about what happened to you.
My mail. I gotta get me some reading.
I don't know.
About what?
Oh,
About what? I can't
something
remember.
that happened to you.
I forgot. Jason, when you go back camping like that, get you a jar of these.
What? Okay, what is that?
Pickled sausages.
Yep. Pickled hot sausages.
Travis and Matt made them some pickled eggs the other day.
That's what I want this jar empty for. These things would be best. Put you some more red pepper flakes in it and do your eggs and then get this hot and drop your eggs in it. And oh my gosh. That's some good
I don't like
stuff.
hot stuff. I will eat pickles and I will eat relish. I ain't eating anything else.
These ain't that hot here. Now, we've got some before that was outrageous, but these ain't.
I probably not had a pickled sausage in probably 30 years.
You start throwing them out around the campsite and you won't have to worry about them.
Oh,
They'll
well,
be your friend after that. They'll be waiting for you to come back.
Yeah,
Well, my wife's already told me I can't go until I build my own Iron Man suit to, jump in.
That's the bad part about camping like you went there where you have to hike way into it.
Yeah. So that's the it's like I said in the video, that's going to be the thing going forward is for now at least my family, and that's my wife and my parents, don't want me doing solo backpacking. If I go with a group, it's fine, or I can go solo camping when I've like pulled my car up to the site, or
Mm-hmm.
like the cabins in the video today. They're fine with me doing that because I've got a structure or a vehicle right there beside me that I can get in for safety and protection. But
I agree with them.
solo backpacking is out for now,
well, I
which
don't
I
blame
hate.
him. I wouldn't want him going by himself because the world this day and time is just so mean.
Yeah,
Well,
you ain't kidding.
my only problem is I've got that brand new tent I literally just bought for backpacking. And yeah, I could use it car camping, but if I'm car camping, I don't need, an ultralight compact tent that's going to be, lower to the ground. For car camping, you need a tent that you can walk in and out of because the state parks here. If you look in that video, you'll see a lot of those sites where you pitch your tent, it's rock.
Mm-hmm.
And you really want something that, you could literally stand up in and not have to crawl out of. You want to walk in and out of it. That
Well,
way
I
you're
have.
not
You want to
causing rock.
find a place, yeah, maybe a friend, and this came to my mind. I mean, like our whole backyard, literally is all woods. I mean, it's all woods. But if you can go further enough out that you're by yourself, but you could be close to somebody's home if you need help.
Jason, go over to Premier One and order you one of them electric fence netting and solar charger. And when you're there camping, you can put it up around your campsite, and they'll have to come through electric fence to get to you.
There you go.
I don't know if I want to pack all that in.
You get one of them 50-foot ones, and they ain't that bad.
Is it more than like 1 or 2 pounds?
Well, probably a little bit, but not much.
Especially in
Maybe
this case. So that particular place, there wasn't really good places to filter water from. I had to pack all my water in.
yeah.
Water is heavy. If you're
Oh
talking
yeah,
taking 4+
8
liters,
pounds a gallon.
that's yeah. I mean, you're looking at about 10 pounds worth of water on your back, not including the rest of your gear and your food. So yeah, it doesn't matter. My wife's not going to let me go alone for quite some time.
Well, good deal. You shouldn't.
These that I've got that's
Alrighty.
164 feet long, I can get all the stakes in my hand, and I can hold the whole net and all up over my head with one hand.
Gotcha. My only problem that I have with like solo backpacking or even solo camping for that fact is more than anything is like once night falls, it can get boring.
Mm-hmm.
Once it gets like really, really dark, especially regardless, depending on the situation, the conditions, yeah, you can do a fire and sit around the fire for a bit, but it's going to get to a point, and like when it's fall and winter time and it's getting dark, this is what's really bad is when it gets dark at like 6 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what was happening that day. This was what 2-3 weeks ago, and it was 6:30, and it was just about pitch black out there, right when all
Wow.
this started going down. And if it hadn't have been for that, I guarantee you that within about 30 minutes to an hour, so let's say by 8 o'clock, or probably before then, I probably would have ended up in my tent. Now, at least this place did have, like I said, even though you had a backpack to it, they had amenities out at those sites. So they did have a picnic table. So I did have a place to sit. So I probably would have stayed out the tent longer. But like when I go backpacking, I don't have a backpacking chair. Those little chairs don't hold me. I'm too dang big for them. right?
Oh wait,
So
no, what happened? What happened that she won't let? I'm lost. I lost this story somewhere.
so Red, long story short, I went backpacking, um, and I decided to cook. Where I went, they had fire rings with a grill grate to it, so I took a steak with me, and it
Yeah.
turned out to be a mistake. So I cooked this steak, and right after I was finishing cooking, and I sat down to start eating it, off in the distance, I heard coyotes, and it was a pack. It had to be at least 10 of them. And I wasn't too worried about it because I've been out backpacking before where I've heard coyotes off in the distance. Whatever, no big deal. But within, it felt like only a minute had gone by. It'd probably been several minutes. The entire pack, I heard them again, and they were half the distance away, like they were coming to me. So
Oh crap!
somewhat close
Yeah.
by, there was a bathroom that had a trash can, a critter resistant trash can in front of it. So I said, I'll take my food. I'll take all my food, put the steak in the Ziploc bag, take all my food down to those bins, and I'll put it down beside the trash can in that bin to get the smells away from my sight for a little bit and see what happens. Before I could even do that, I heard a single coyote do the yip. And it was like right in front of me. I couldn't see it because it was right in the tree line and it was dark. And I had my headlamp on spotlight mode, but I couldn't get an eye shine. But as soon as I heard that yip, there was another yip directly behind me, and it actually sounded closer.
Yeah.
Oh crap!
So, yeah,
Yep.
they were surrounding me.
Yeah, they will. And yeah,
Yep,
they'll let each other know. They'll alert each other with that yapping.
yep, that's what they were doing. They were communicating their positions, basically saying, "Hey, let's roll. We're ready."
You want to
And
know something scarier?
Good night.
2 nights before the incident with the coyotes all night long, there wasn't a coyote around. Couldn't have heard one if you wanted to. We took the dogs out. Instead of coyotes, there was bird chirpings, loud chirps.
Have you
Now,
got
One,
any?
one to the north, and the other one was just further to the west. And they were chirping back and forth at each other. It was mountain lions.
Mm-hmm.
you know when
Oh,
they scream, it sounds like a woman.
Yeah, yeah, I've heard them scream, but honey, they communicate back and forth with each other by chirping. They chirp. It sounds almost like a cardinal chirping. Only the thing is, when it's nighttime, them cardinals ain't out of their nest. They're sleeping. They're not out there chirping at night. If you hear a bird chirping at night, be careful because it's most likely a mountain lion.
I remember mom and me and my sister Tressa. I'm not sure if my brother was with us or not that night. We were out all just like standing on, well, the only porch that we had at the time because it was just a basement. And we were all just standing out there looking at the sky. It was a beautiful day, or night rather. And all of a sudden we heard a woman scream. And my mom got real quiet. And she told us to be quiet. And we're sitting there being as quiet as us little kids could be. I was probably like in second grade. And then it did it again. She grabbed the back of our shirts and shoved us in the house.
Yeah,
Jelly
yeah,
beans.
It was a freaking mountain lion.
yeah.
Doesn't matter.
And I hope I get my daddy's mountain lion. He's got a stuffed mountain lion. Wild looking.
Yeah.
Hey,
No
Red,
pun intended.
I dropped you a link to my video on Facebook.
Okay, I'll watch it.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
Jason,
we get mountain lions here all the time.
the message you sent me earlier, I'll get the information together and let it get to you.
Take your time. It's not a rush. I've got in regards to what we were talking about, supposed to be getting an order tomorrow, I think. It is enough of an order to give us time for me to figure out how to start doing it myself.
hey, tell him to y'all wire die.
DIY or die.
I think that's the name of it. Then he'll teach you different recipes.
Yeah, there's a few channels that'll teach you the recipes and stuff like that.
Measurements and
I can't wait
Most
to get
times
our
it's done up
bunnies.
to a what?
I can't wait to get our bunnies. Our bunny rabbit.
Oh,
I thought she said I can't wait to get a plane.
I thought you said pony.
I thought she said
Yeah,
pony.
I said bunnies.
I think
Oh,
That's a
Red should
neat
get.
pet, but I'd be
I
scared
think
to death they'd turn on me.
I think Red should get like 2 ponies, like the miniature ponies, and attach them to the front and have her like carry as like a horse-drawn carriage type thing. She'd be like, ah.
I
Oh,
run their little hooves over.
Drop. Red Drop said they had a friend as a kid that had a mountain lion as a pet.
I've seen people that on videos that they've had mountain lion.
Well, I thought when Brenda was telling that story, she was getting attacked by Indians.
Hey, Rebecca, we're out on the prairie somewhere, but there ain't no Indians out here.
hey Rebecca, how are you tonight, girl?
Well, folks, I need to call it a
But
night.
no, we
I
got
gotta hit
as soon as the weather lets up, we got this. I mean, I got the fencing for the rabbit hutches. As soon as the weather lets up, then we can get started on those hutches. And then I got 2 little bunnies coming my way.
That's cool, Red.
Yep.
Well, y'all have a great night. I need to go.
Just don't let Paul teach him how to clean a rabbit when you butcher it.
I don't plan on killing it. I just want it for its manure. Then it's gonna be my pet.
You ain't gonna have no babies for putting in the freezer.
Miss you already.
What did he do?
They just looked at me funny.
Oh God, I'll never forget the first time I sent Paul out to what do we call that now? At any rate, he's out of here.
Jason, if you still hear us, thank you for being in here with us, buddy,
And I
and
sent
hanging out.
Paul out to do his thing with them and off them and skin them.
Yeah.
Oh dear God! I looked out the kitchen window and there's hair flying all over the yard. I'm like, what the hell is he doing? I went out there and looked, and he had this poor rabbit tied to the clothesline, and he was plucking it like a chicken.
Oh,
for Pete's sakes.
Yeah. I was like, what the hell are you doing? I'm cleaning this rabbit. I'm like, you skin them. You don't pluck them. They're not chickens.
No, I mean, I've already got treats for them. I bought them bowls where they'll have 2 bowls each.
Oh,
so that way they can have the,
Howdy there, Redbird.
That way I can switch them out and their bowls will be clean. And I'm getting them their own special type of carrying case, the ones that ain't going to hurt them. I've got them toys. I even found a freaking Christmas tree for Rabbit.
Oh my gosh.
Red, it's easy to carry. Red. They got 2 big ears to there, and you just stick your ears between your fingers.
No, it's a Christmas tree. And you put it together and you stick little treats in like these holes. So that way the rabbits can come and pull them out, whichever ones they want, and they can eat it.
Did you say stick it between their toes?
No, there's circles in this Christmas tree, and you stick their treats in it.
Oh, okay.
And then they can come and pull out whatever treat they want.
Okay.
It's a Christmas tree for bunnies. Of course, when I brought that up to Travis, he goes, no.
Tell him you'd make good videos.
No. When Travis has a certain way of saying no about something,
He means
I
it.
know not to argue with him about it. I'm like, but it's a Christmas tree for bunnies. No. Aw, you're a party pooper.
I don't argue neither. I just go ahead and
Uh,
get it.
have him for about a month and then ask him and you see what he says.
Brenda, it's a good thing one of them's trying to be an adult, ain't it?
Well, he
Do
did
what
fall
now?
in love with noodles. He did fall
Yep.
in love with noodles.
I said it's a good thing one of them is trying to be an adult.
Hey, I'm an adult.
It's a pity that it has to be the
Aw,
kid doing it.
well, tell her happy 21st birthday, Drops.
Exactly,
Yes, happy
Drops.
Yeah,
birthday.
happy 21st birthday.
Did you take her out tonight for her birthday? Yeah, I didn't even get to. Y'all didn't even get to spend my birthday with me on Valentine's Day.
No,
Yep.
we didn't. Cooper had
Somebody
a small Cooper had a small birthday party.
did he?
Yeah.
Aw.
My all my animals have a birthday party every year. They give them extra treats. And I also sing happy birthday to them. Yes, I
I
know
sang
my animals are spoiled.
time too, Fred.
Huh?
I sang to my animals all the time.
Yeah, they're spoiled. They're spoiled.
Oh,
I found toys for them. I got to get their toys. My here actually probably tomorrow I'll be ordering their toys for them for the rabbit. I even found a hat for a rabbit. Of course, I ain't getting that either, but
That'd be cute.
it is because it's got holes for their ears.
I saw her say. I bet it looked like a donkey hat.
Yeah, yeah. When I was telling Nikki what
That's
all
good,
what
Drops.
all I was getting, because Nikki's the one that's giving me the rabbits. I told her what all I was getting. She goes, when I decided I needed to rehome them, you were the first person I thought of. I went, they'll be spoiled.
Y'all, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to go away, but I was getting a cramp in my back. Where they put them needles, I got blue holes.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh,
they
you're
was taking
you're
the
fine, honey.
needle. That hurt.
Yeah.
we can still hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the reason I'm still talking to y'all. Just know I love you, but I had to come over here and stretch out a minute.
You ain't
I
laying on
would
the floor, are you?
No,
No, other couch.
yeah,
I
Oh,
would
okay.
rather you go lay down and relax than sit there in pain.
Yeah, that's not fun.
No.
I might be masochistic some, but I ain't sadomasochistic.
I guess. I don't know.
I tell.
I don't know what the word is she's saying, so I don't know.
Sarcastic.
Travis is always quit using those big words. I want they're not big words. He goes, they are big words.
No, it's
I
just
went,
not
no,
working
they're
their
not.
ears a little bit.
They're your regular English words. Not to
Not
us.
for a
They're
country
English
boy.
major, remember?
Red, who
Yeah.
races the cow through the pasture while he's driving the tractor?
I got goats wanting to race now.
Yeah. Red, did you hear that story?
Uh-uh.
You should have heard Tiny Tim. Glenn went down the pasture the other day on the tractor and he let him out and Tim was running behind him going, ah! Glenn sped up
Aww.
and harder and screaming louder.
That took me 2/3 of the way down across the pasture to ever get away from him.
You should have
Yeah,
heard
Travis' excuse is, I'm a redneck. I don't understand those big words.
Mm.
He goes, talk English. I am talking English. Talk our English. I don't know how to talk you English. That's constant battle around here.
Sis said Red probably buys clothes for them. Red, you can play dress up, LOL.
Probably.
See Red out there playing dress up with the rabbits.
Yeah, one of them in a dress and nothing in a pair of bib coveralls.
Yeah.
Oh God, that is so cute. I hadn't thought about that.
My dog has her own dresser. So does my daughter's
And
dog.
like having her little tails poke out the back. That would be so cute.
Oh yeah. Yeah, our dogs have their own car seats too and their own strollers. Hell, they got more coats than I do. They got more clothes than I do.
I think it's just cute.
I did find a raincoat for Cooper. I'm gonna get him a raincoat for this spring.
Oh
So
gosh,
he doesn't
Bill's
get
got 2 or 3 raincoats.
If I have to start buying clothes for my animals, I'm gonna be running around naked.
I done talked about for the goats.
Like I said, I'll have to be the one running around naked because I ain't gonna have no money left to buy me none.
Well, that'd be all right. You need ice cream.
I can't have ice cream no more. Remember?
Just find you a great big huge maple leaf and tie it to you.
Yeah.
I don't like clothes anyway.
He don't.
Well, there you go. That's where the maple leaf will fit in. You don't want to pick it. Need one for the back and one for the front.
What, you said you need a blade of grace?
Nope, I don't need nothing.
Y'all didn't think that was
April! That was mean. That was mean.
Y'all see what I have?
If she breeds them, she'll end up with a yard full of bunnies and no, they won't go to freezer camp.
Uh-huh.
Well, that's why I'm planning on breeding them.
You ain't planning on it?
No. I just want to poo, and I want to be able to like play with them and spoil them and hug them and kiss them and call them George. That's all I want.
You're gonna need more than that for the rabbit poo for your garden.
Yep.
Unless you
okay, I'll get 3 of them.
There you go, Drops.
What?
Drops said, I'm hoping to get the kid out of the house and independent so we can run around naked.
We ain't got no kids. But she tells everybody if I try to run around naked.
You try to run around naked all the time.
I don't try to.
He told me the other day, I can't believe you got my sister or your sister believing I ate ice cream naked. I said, well, how do you eat it 90% of the time? Naked. I said, all right.
No, I didn't say that. I said it's according to how cold it is.
Well,
Drops
see, I
wants to
don't
know
think I
if you
can
need
be.
some rabbit recipes.
I don't see me running around anywhere. So
No.
Well, that's me too. My knees and hips, and that's too bad to
No,
run
but she
anymore.
just flips the wheelchair and shows the world her ass anyway.
that I might do.
Especially if there's a FedEx guy around.
Or truck driver. Truck driver.
Hey, our UPS driver's rather cute.
Red was playing Marilyn Monroe.
Now we know why she flipped that wheelchair.
Oh.
It was purely accidental.
That's
On
what
purpose.
you said.
Really on purpose?
Yeah. Exactly.
I'll never forget. Poor Beth. Travis couldn't get me up. Matt wasn't living with us. He couldn't get me up, and I'm laying there on the ground looking up at the sky. It's a pretty day, by the way. So I'm like,
Thank goodness.
and And he goes in and he calls Beth. Beth comes up. She leans over top of me. She goes, "Are you all right, Red?" I'm like, "Well, I often wanted to see what the sky looked like laying on my back. I just never figured it'd be this way." She's like, "Right now is not time for a joke." Yes it is.
Alrighty, I'll be right back.
Need some rabbit recipes.
No, I ain't eating the bunnies. I already promised Nikki I would not eat the bunnies.
I gotta show you this. You remember the girl I showed you about sleepwalking today?
Yeah.
Well, wait. Have you ever watched Spooky Boo?
No.
She has cameras up in her house because she's sleepwalking.
No.
She does some of the wildest stuff in her sleep, and she's got her booby holding it and doing all sorts of stuff with her booby in her sleep. She's
And her
funny.
brain must be watering the grass.
Maybe. But it's called Spooky Boo Selena. And she sleepwalks and farts and laughs, and I mean, you just wouldn't believe what all she does in her sleep while she's walking.
My sister used to sleepwalk. Well, both of them did. My brother did too. I never did. But my dad would get behind us and go, "Watch out for the pie." And so they would take like big steps over this great big pie. And my dad would get the kick out of that.
4-legged chicken, huh?
You know what Glenn done this morning? While I was watching it snow, he was laying here and he says, "Man, 110 miles an hour." I said, "What are you doing driving 110 miles an hour?" "I don't know." I said, "Well, where are you driving?" "I don't know that either." He was asleep. I don't know what he was dreaming about, but he's going fast.
That ain't that fast.
What was really bad is I woke up the other morning screaming, "What would you do for a Klondike bar?" I don't know what the hell I was dreaming.
Maybe he's climbing mountains.
I don't know. What would you do for a Klondike bar? What in the world?
Because I know I've had a 22 wheels rolling faster than that before.
Brandon said, "At least you didn't wake up going, sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't."
No doubt.
I laughed so hard as he said that because that was funny. I mean, who wakes up singing, saying, "What would you do for a Klondike bar?" I mean, seriously.
You probably hollers, "Flip a chair over backwards."
No, that's
I'll kick you out in the middle of the room. Kaboom.
You do that for
Oh,
me.
that sounds good, Drops. Sweet
Well,
bacon and bean soup.
one of my boyfriends, he woke up one night, and I guess I was dreaming about petting our pet. Because next thing he said, all of a sudden I was petting top of his head. He goes, "And I'll be daggone if you didn't work down to my face, and you were laying there slapping me in the face."
She's done stuff like that to me before.
It's that night I was beating you up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember him yelling at me. I don't remember what he said, but he's like, I think he said something like, "Stop that." And I woke up, I'm like, what? He goes, "You're petting me like I'm one of the animals, and you're slapping me in the face." Oh.
Good night, Urban Bucket.
Good night,
Yes.
We love you. Yeah, honey, it's 12.
Yeah, I started to say it's after midnight.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
gonna do the
12:15.
same thing.
Y'all been on 2 hours, 44 minutes.
Yeah.
It's been fun.
Yeah,
It has been fun.
Yeah,
it's
I
been a
agree.
while, but you know.
Well,
But it
you
has
just
been
have to
fun.
not
I've
wait
missed
so
a day
long
like
then.
that either.
it,
We promise we won't. It's just been bad.
I think this year I got Billy
I
Joe's winter depression. I just ain't wanted to do nothing all winter.
And he ain't
I can
lying.
understand that.
yeah.
I mean, I've
We
made
got
some videos, or we've recorded some videos and stuff, and I bring them in here and sit here and start to watch them and try to edit them, and I'm like, and I just quit. I don't even feel like doing it. I mean,
Yeah.
well, mainly the only thing I've been doing is keeping my hands in dirt.
well, we wanting to get started at that. I'm planning on
I
trying
I've
to have a
got
goat
to
this
get
year.
started.
I went in on my Pirates of the Caribbean game one time, and I didn't say hello to anyone. I just came in. I went, I got a jar of dirt, which they all started dying laughing because they know that we grow a garden. They're like, I hope you enjoy playing in your dirt.
Mm,
Well, that's the best thing in the world.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we got
Yeah.
14 cabbage plants.
Glenn was talking
Myself.
about them the other day.
Well, it takes up that
Yeah, I've got
front
to make
garden
room on
bed takes
my
up the whole
kitchen
thing.
island to start my plants because I can't put them in the greenhouse this year. The
No.
roof of some of the panels on the roof of my greenhouse are they're like disintegrating and they're just falling out.
oh heck,
It's only like 3 years old.
oh
Yeah, yeah, it's really not even 3 years old. It'll be the third summer, but
yeah.
yeah,
Hey, Matt, get her
it
off the
only
back of the
takes a
truck.
while. Drops. It takes quite a while to grow.
Oh, damn. Oh, my side is starting to hurt.
Uh
My
oh.
body's still trying to attack me. Mom called me earlier. Here I am. I'm trying to help her, you know, do Tina living there and giving her advice. And she calls me going, I ain't got anyone to depend on. I ain't got anyone that will help me. That pissed me off.
And the den works. The kitchen's gonna have to work for me. It's gonna go on my kitchen island. And probably I
Well,
don't need more room than that. I could probably
well,
fill the
Brenda,
island
you
up
do
with
grow up
tomatoes.
about you grow up about 300 tomatoes.
Yeah, I do.
I know in there where
We use a
well,
lot of tomatoes.
the mud room before you come into the utility room. Had a upright freezer in there, and I took it out here a while back because it was needing defrosting. And I told her, I said, I ain't putting that old freezer back in there. It's too much trouble.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking about putting a shelf in there in that mud room to start some plants.
Tell them about the freezer.
There you go.
I'll tell you what, I have started plants on shelves before, and I take and wrap the shelves with those mylar blankets, emergency blankets,
Uh huh.
and those things will reflect all the light right back in on your plants.
Oh heck. I know I went up there at
Yeah,
Lowe's
it
here a
helps
while
with the
back
warm too. But
looking at new upright freezers, and they've got one up there that I'd love. I was going to get it that day, but they was out of them. But you can set it as a freezer or a refrigerator. But
That's
it's
cool.
just one big upright freezer.
Okay. Well, everyone here is going to bed.
Me
yeah,
too. The eyes are getting heavy. I'm
I
gonna
ain't
go
going to
over here.
bed, but I need to get off of here and
Well,
get
good night,
bedtime.
everyone.
Good night,
All
Red.
right. Good night.
Night,
Love
y'all.
you. Love you.
Love you
And
15 by
too.
30.
anybody and
Talk to you
everybody,
later.
That's a good sized den. Yeah,
Bye
I'd like to have
bye.
another upright freezer too. Bye bye.
Thank you guys for being
But
in here
your
with
wife
us. We
wants a chest
appreciate
type freezer? I hate the chest type freezers. I'm too short for them. I can't reach
well,
the
now
bottom.
I like the chest type freezers in a lot of ways. If
I
you've
think
got
you can
enough,
probably get more food in them. You can get more in
yeah,
them.
yeah, and you ain't got to worry about when you open the door up and falling out on your foot.
Yeah, but it doesn't do any good if you can't reach that food.
Yeah, that's true too.
We've got a, what is it? I think it's a 15, it's either 15 or 17, something like that, cubic foot freezer. And he's got it setting up on a pallet, so it's even taller. And I'm like, I can't reach anything in it. I'm like,
You have to tell them put you a set of steps in front of it.
then I'd probably fall in and get lost. They'd never find me.
I started saying, make sure you don't grab the lid and pull it down as you're going in.
No doubt. I like the upright freezers simply because I can reach everything in them.
Yeah,
But
and
yeah.
I
Now
like a,
mine, I have baskets. I went to Dollar Tree and got these baskets, and you can fit two baskets perfectly on each shelf. And I have everything organized in the baskets so I know what's where. And all I
yeah.
have to do is pull a basket out, and everything doesn't fall out when you open the door.
Now the chest freezers, like with us, where we have our own meats
Oh my gosh.
process, and I really like the chest freezers for them because when we bring them back, we kind of divide it out and pack it in there, and you can just get so much
23
more in it.
cubic foot. Oh my gosh. Well, we know
So
where
we've
all
got
your frozen food's at.
that upright we've got. It's probably about a 15 or 16 cubic foot upright. I got I think it's a 15, or was that a 7? It was a 17 cubic foot chest, ain't it?
Okay, it's big.
And then I've got 2, 4, 6, 7 or 7.5 cubic foot freezers, chest top freezers.
You think she's gonna get you next?
It says, what? No, wait a minute. 2, 4. Yeah, 6 of them 7 cubic foot. So that's 2, 4.
I don't know how many cubic foot our upright is. And then we've got another smaller freezer too. We've got 3 freezers.
We've got 8 freezers hooked up right now.
Huh.
That's what I'm counting, Devil Dog, is how many freezers I've got plugged in.
I had to run up your electric.
It's what I'm kind of afraid of, but days.
Well, we're lucky. Our house is insulated
Yeah,
really well.
our-
Even in the summertime, it's usually not but about $120 a month.
Mhm.
Oh Lord, that would be nice. I have 3 wood stoves going in the wintertime, all winter, because that's our heat. We don't have, like regular electric or propane or none of that heat. Um, my electric bill last month though was almost $500.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
Now
Yeah.
drops, I've got all them freezers, and I could, with the solar that I've got, I've probably got enough to where I could run them all day, but I'd have to shut them off at night. I ain't got a big enough battery bank to run them during the night. But most freezers, if you can keep them froze, get them froze good during the day, they'll hold overnight real good because they'll most time hold for 3 to 4 days.
I tell you what, when we lived on the other side of the state, one year we had a really massive storm that come through, took the electric out. I mean, it took electric out everywhere. We were out of electric for a little over a week. And I'll tell you what, the first thing we done when that electric went out was we went out to the carport where the freezer was, and we took cardboard boxes and surrounded that freezer, and we took rugs and quilts and whatever we could find and covered that freezer. And I'll tell you what, a week later, after the electric come back on, I opened that freezer up and everything was still frozen in it. Nothing thawed out.
Yeah. Well, I know these around here, two of them accidentally got unplugged, and it was, I know, over at least 4 days, if not over, before I caught it. And the top was just starting to get around the edge, was just starting to get just a little bit soft.
Yeah.
But
anyway, this was all solid as a rock. And it was 110 degrees outside.
Well, this was last summer because
okay, never mind. My daughter said that was 2 weeks we were out of electric. But yeah, they were still frozen. But if you insulate them well enough, as soon as you can when that electric goes out, you'd be surprised at how long they'll last.
Yeah. Well, like I said, them was unplugged, I know, for at least 4 days, and they were just sitting inside of a little metal structure in the middle of the summer because I had been mowing and I unplugged the drop cord going nowhere to it because I was weed eating in there and everything, and that's how they accidentally got left unplugged.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like a week later when I 4 days to a week later when I was back out there and realized I had plugged them back up.
Huh. Yeah, that was a fun year. Oh, God. 110 degrees and no electric.
Mm-hmm.
Me and my daughter stayed out on the screened-in porch at night.
Oh, man. Well, Barbara, I gotta get off here so I can get some sleep to get up in the morning and start some feeding.
Yeah, I need to get busy. I got supper dishes to do up yet.
I know where it was raining this evening and the chickens had been having extra feed left over every day. I decided today I wasn't going out there or messing around trying to take feed to them and it pouring down the rain.
We just fed the goat.
So I just fed the other animals that I had to and decided I'd wait.
That's good, Drops. I wish we had solar. I'd like to have at least solar on the barns and stuff. It would cut down a lot on the electric.
Oh, yeah. Especially if you get them inverters kind of like what I've got. You can hook them up different ways. You can hook them up where the power comes in and powers everything. But then as soon as the power goes off, if you got battery on it, it will kick on and keep everything running.
That's good.
But the way I like hooking them up is hooking it up for the run off of the solar and the battery. And then if the battery gets too low, it'll switch over to the power and keep everything running till the sun comes back.
Yeah, that would probably be more economical.
Yeah. But in that stereo, you need more solar and more batteries. The other way, with just a small battery bank, you can kind of get away with it running the other way.
That's awesome, Drops. We used to go to the stores and stuff and get all the scraps where they take the outside layers off of lettuce and cabbage and junk, but you can't hardly get stores to do that anymore.
We've got one store that we get stuff from.
I used to get it at the regular grocery stores and Walmart all the time, but Walmart won't do it anymore.
No, a lot of these big chain things, They're
Yeah.
out after the money, and they don't want. They're afraid somebody will take some of that stuff and use it for their own food and stuff instead of feeding animals, or
Yeah.
they won't come and buy the dog food and cat food, to they'll
Yeah.
be feeding it to their pets, and that's what they worry about.
Yeah.
And like me, I mean, they wouldn't want me to have it because I'm gonna feed my hogs and with it,
Hmm.
and they
Yeah.
ain't
We
gonna
used to go to the
they're
day
making
old
me.
bread store and get
But
bread.
yeah,
We would get big old racks of bread for like $10. We fill the back of the truck up and bring it home and put it in 55-gallon drums and feed it to the pigs. But
oh yeah.
they,
Well,
I don't even know where if there's any of those open anymore.
yeah, we've
All of them
got
I knew
one.
of shut down around here.
We've got one where we get it from, but they so many people till you don't know how long. I mean, we're out right now, but
That's
last
awesome.
week when we were supposed to go, we both had doctor's appointments and couldn't go on that date. And
Yeah,
it's been nearly a week now, and they ain't called me back, to let me know when I could come and get some.
that would be great, drops. That would be awesome. Yeah, the bread stores I knew about around here are all closed down. There ain't any more.
Yeah,
Now, when we lived on the other side of the state, we knew a guy that used to go to the city and collect it from all the big stores up in the city, and he'd bring it
yeah,
down, and we get it from him for next to nothing. I mean, it'd be like maybe a quarter a loaf of bread or whatever,
yeah.
and you could get it that way for the animals. But we're too far away for that one now.
I hear you drops.
Yep. Hey, canned sweet potatoes are good.
I don't like sweet potatoes, so I can't agree with that. But I tell you what, I got to get off here and get to bed so I can get
Yeah.
up early in the morning.
All righty. Well, you all have a good night. It's good to see y'all and talk with y'all again.
It's
You
good to
too.
see y'all. We've missed y'all.
Yep.
Thank y'all for hanging out with us.
Yep. And drops. And
Oh,
if anybody else is in the chat there, we thank you and appreciate y'all being
we
in
had
here with
fun. I'd have been here
us.
sooner if I'd have known, but like I said, my computer doesn't give me notifications from
Don't feel
YouTube.
bad. I don't neither. If I
I've
don't, I
got
just have to
everything.
let it
I've
go.
got everything checked to do it, but it won't. It refuses.
Yep.
I spent about 3 hours one afternoon with Daryl Hokamp on the phone trying to get this computer to give me my notifications, and it just flat out refuses.
I think it's something with YouTube. I don't think they're doing it the way they ought to.
I think
Because
it's my
we can be a
computer because I have Chrome on it, and my computer wants to run on what is it, a vest or no micro? It wants to run on Microsoft Edge,
yeah.
and I run on Chrome instead.
Well,
And I
that's
think
me.
it's see that's
But
probably why it does it.
well, mine, her phone is identical, and we
Your
can be a
wife's
set.
not banned from YouTube,
Oh heck!
mostly
But
on Rumble now. I
her
watch
her
some stuff on Rumble.
her phone and my phone's identical, and we can be a sitting here, and she'll get notifications, and I won't get none on the computer or my phone.
Huh. Now I don't have them turned on my phone because it'd be dinging constantly. Well, Drops, I'm not asking what she did to get banned from YouTube, but it don't take much. That's awesome. Goat milk soap.
Yep.
All right. Well, I'm gonna get off of here.
All right.
Everybody
Thank
have a
you.
good night. Good night, Drops.
Good night,
I think he's the only
everybody.
one left in the chat.
Bye, y'all.
Bye-bye.
Bye.